Hold up on my phone here and see what we got here.
Well, it's up there. It's not on my phone yet.
There's always that weird.
There goes the counter.
Okay. I don't see it on my phone yet.
Nope. Everybody that watches the replay every single week, it's like.
I see it on my phone. Do you see it on your phone?
Are we up here? Yes, we are.
Are we live, everybody?
Hello, everybody.
Hello. Happy Thursday, everybody. Oh, Melanie sees us.
Get myself into live chat here on my phone.
Hello, Melanie. Okay. How are you?
Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome. So many fun faces in the chat. Hi, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Why does it feel like January 40th today? Do you know why it feels like that?
I in the beginning it felt like it was very long.
It's only the second week.
Now I feel like it's March. Like I feel like it's gone by so fast. Yeah. Like I don't know. It'll be Valentine's Day.
It feels like it's going by quickly, but then it also feels like it's dragging. Maybe because it's been so cold. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't recall it being, especially here where I'm at in Pennsylvania, I don't recall it being this cold for at least a decade. Like, I mean, we had snaps, before there would be like 2-3 days. We've had like a week and then 2 days where it was above freezing and then a week again. So, and I know some of you guys are like below zero in some places.
It was not too bad here today, but like a few days ago, it was 2 degrees. But we have another like cold snap coming.
Yeah.
Like below zero, feel below zero stuff. So hooray for winter.
Yay. Come on, spring.
Okay. Let's say hello to the friends. Who is first in the chat tonight? Oh, we have a new first placer in the chat.
Who is it?
Carol Ann Brendel. You are the first person in the chat tonight. So congratulations for being the first comment tonight.
Hello.
You beat out Terry. Terry's number 2 tonight.
Where's Willie at?
I don't know. William didn't make it in the top 5 tonight. That's really unusual. Tracy, welcome in. Tracy. Good to see you. Miss Shannon Farrar, good to see you. Shannon, you changed your profile picture.
She did.
Nice to see your smiling face. Kim is here with us tonight. Hi, Kim. And hello, Bob. Welcome in. There is Karen G. Happy Thursday. I can't believe a week already went by since last week. That is crazy to me. Mm-hmm. Karen, I haven't sent your goodies out to you yet. I will let you know when that's on the way. Mama Pam is making something special to go in the box. So she has not yet had time to do that, but it will be coming. Brad. Hi, Brad.
Hi, Brad. Good
to see you.
Sir.
Hope you guys are staying warm. We're trying. We're trying our darndest.
Yeah.
Brian. Hello, Brian. Good to see you tonight. There is Gavin.
I've got my fingers warmed up for you, Mr. Grady Group of Vintage Recordings. Hey, if you guys are not subscribed to him, please do so. It's an awesome channel right here on YouTube. And hey, guess what? It's the same name over on the Instagram. So make sure you're following him over there as well. He plays music. It's on vinyl. And of course, it's on a turntable. He drops a ton of knowledge. So I know we're vintage loving folks here. So you got to love the vintage music. And he's got it for you. So please make sure you subscribe to Gavin, who is known as Grady Group of Vintage Recordings. You will not be sorry, guys. He is the other half of the Gillette Corporation. So show Karen G's other half some support. Make sure you're subscribed to his channel and over on IG as well. So it's always good to see you, sir.
There's Aaron, Blueberry Born Vintage. Hello, Aaron. Good to see you. And Beth is here with us tonight. Hey, Beth. And Janine. Janine, I'm dreaming of cheese curds. May can't come soon enough. Oh my goodness. Miss Gutierrez. Hello, Debbie. Good to see you, Debbie. And Teddy, of course. There's Melanie. Hello, Melanie.
Melanie, good to see you again.
There's Leslie, Collector at Heart. Hello, welcome. There is Jason's mom.
Hello, Mom.
Hi, Linda. Ruthie B.
Ruthie B is in the house.
How cold is it in Washington State?
In one of her comments, Amy, she said no snow yet. She said no snow yet. So
lucky you.
And we have a newbie here with us.
If you want some, I can happily send some your way. Trina is here with us tonight. Hi, Trina. Good to
Hi,
see
Trina.
you. And Joe, welcome in.
Hey, Joe. I hope
Hello,
you're doing
Cheryl,
well,
Shiny
Joe.
Squirrel. Hi,
Hi, Cheryl.
Cheryl. Good to see you tonight. Cindy Lou. Cindy
Who's
Lou. I
Thrifted
always like saying
Treasures?
your name. I don't know why. KB. KB is our community share this evening.
Yes.
And I think a lot of you will really enjoy seeing what she sent in to us. So
Real
I
good.
can't wait to share that. So KB, stick around after the sale tonight is our community share. And there is Chris, my broom closet.
Good to see you, friend.
Good to see you, Chris. There's Mama Pam. Hi, Mom. Good to see you. There is Jean. Hi, Jean. Good to see you this evening. And Matthew. Hello, Matthew.
Hi, Matthew.
Hope you're staying warm in Ohio. Let's see. Who else? Lisa.
Hello,
No snow
Lisa.
here in Florida. Well, let's hope not. How often does Florida actually get snow?
I don't know, but Ariana showed that she got
last
snow.
year. I feel like it snowed down there last year.
Well, I know Ariana showed they got some outside of Atlanta, which is a rarity. So they got some last week.
Yeah. Finally caught a fantastic find. Welcome, Michelle. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Hello.
Welcome. And Heather Marie has joined us in the chat. Welcome. Linda D is here. Hi, Linda.
Hello, Linda.
There is Laura Daffodil Fields Finds.
See you.
Welcome in. Susan Williams. Happy Thursday to you. I am going down.
Amy,
Yes?
Lisa said it snowed twice in Florida in her life. Twice.
Wow.
Twice. Okay.
There's Karen Girl up from
Karen
up
Girl.
north here in Michigan. Welcome in. I'm trying to go as fast as I can.
Amy, can I answer Joe's question real quick?
Yes.
He asked me how my teeth are. Well, let's just say that Jason needs 2 root canals and 2 crowns. So the four appointment procedures will start next Monday. And I had to take Tylenol so that I wasn't in pain for tonight's sale. So I'm good. I'm feeling good right now. But Joe, thank you for asking. So 2 root canals and 2 crowns.
Oh, boy.
Yay me. Yeah.
Well, my crown is now in place as of Monday.
Say, did it go well? Did it seat well?
It's fine. It's fine. It's a little weird. I've not had one before. It's a little strange, but I'm glad to be able to have crunchy foods back.
In a month, you won't even know. You won't even remember.
I hope not. Okay. Buttermilk and Cream is here.
Good to see you, Buttermilk.
Good to see you. I'm going. Oh, my eyes are watery today. It's getting hard to see. There's Tina. Hi,
Hello, Tina.
Patty Rose. Good to see you, Patty. Good to see you. There is Heather, Antique Agenda.
Hello,
Hope you're having a fantastic week as well, Heather. And Meow Meow, Miss Wanda Blythe is here. And Dawn Domain is also here. And I think I'm caught up in the chat. I think I've made it all the way to the bottom.
You did.
I wear a queen crown every day. Well, thank you, Trina. Thank you. I try. I do. I try. Okay. I do believe I'm caught up in StreamYard. If I missed you, actually, Brenda just popped in there. So hi, Brenda. Welcome in. And Cindy. That's a new name to us as well. So welcome in, Cindy. So as we go along, and Jasmine, first time here. Well, welcome you guys. Nice to see some new faces down in the chat, and all of our familiar friends. Welcome in. If anybody has questions as we go along, don't hesitate to put them down into the chat. We do have a lot of helpful folks in the chat, and if we can't answer anything ourselves, and we do have awesome mods here on the channel, which is Karen G, Kim, Desert Gal Curios, and Ruthie B. I see all of them in the chat tonight. So if you have questions as we go along, welcome in. Hi, Deborah. Good to see you tonight. So we're going to briefly go over how the sale is going to work tonight, especially for our new friends that have joined us for the first time. So hopefully you guys will see how the bidding works as we go along, and the just in cases as we go along. But first and foremost, you want to make sure you're in the best version of the chat. So make sure in live chat all messages and not in top chat. You can find those usually at the top of your chat, whatever device that you're watching on. You don't want to be in top chat because it will filter out some of the comments. You might miss a bid from somebody. You might miss a comment from somebody else addressed to you. So always make sure you're in live chat all messages. And if you do plan to bid on something tonight, we do recommend a mobile device. So either a phone or a tablet are going to be a little bit faster options for you versus the computer. The computer is usually just a touch behind the mobile devices, but you're welcome to watch as well on the computer. And you can combat the lag that we always have here on YouTube. Unfortunately, we can't make it go away totally, but we do recommend you refresh your feed as often as possible, especially if you do plan to put in bids on anything. Refresh before you do that. So how you find the refresh, which is the easiest option, you can either exit out of YouTube completely, or the option where you don't have to leave, you can touch the screen above Jason's head if you're watching on a mobile device. You can find a gear wheel icon up there, hit playback speed, and hit 2 times. If you are lagging behind, we're going to sound funny until you are caught up to us in the live feed. All right. And you can find that in the lower right-hand corner on the computer. Do that as often as possible. It definitely helps. Even if you're just watching along, if you hit that, chances are you're probably going to be lagging behind. I know Karen usually refreshes after every single round. And she can tell you that the lag is pretty terrible. Okay, so we will be doing all offer up items this evening. We do have 16 rounds of goodies prepared to bring you tonight. Do keep in mind that vintage and antique items that we show you tonight have had a life. We do our best to describe any kind of issues that those items may have while we're live here on the screen, so you can make an informed decision if you do want to bid on those things tonight. But we do our best to point out any kind of flaws, damage that we consider damage, to point out to you while we're live. All right, so we'll give you a starting price. I will pin it up here on the screen. If you're interested in bidding on the item, all you have to do is type your bids down into the chat. We will do a 20-second countdown. Hopefully that's enough time to get those bids in there. And the highest bid that we see before the official bid end of the lovely Karen Gillette. So you're looking for the daisy icon there. So the highest bid that we see come into the chat before Karen's bid end will be the winner. We also do something here on my channel called Just in Case. So if you do not want to use the Just in Case, you don't have to, but it is there if you do want to utilize it. So all that we ask to use the Just in Case is that you're an active bidder. What that means is you put in at least one straight bid on the current item that we are showing, then you're welcome to utilize the Just in Case during the countdown only. So the Just in Case is the max amount that you're willing to pay for the item, plus the letters JIC. You type that into the chat. So if the item is at $20 and you're willing to go up to $50 on the item, you've put in your $20 bid, and then during the countdown, you can put in JIC 50. If your Just in Case bid is the highest before the bid end, we'll bid you up $1 over the next highest amount. But do keep in mind that multiple Just in Cases before the bid end will turn into regular bids. All right. So like I said, if you don't want to use the Just in Case, you could just put in the most that you want to in the chat, or you can utilize the Just in Case as long as you're an active bidder. It is there for you to utilize if you want to. So our emails are up here on the screen. You're welcome to take a screenshot if you want to refer back to those, or you can find it down in the description of the video. I've also pinned it in a comment at the top of the chat. So very important, if you're a brand new buyer to either Jason and I, you can send us a joint email with your information. We don't mind that, or maybe it's been a while, or maybe you're in like a winter house situation that you're temporarily at a different address. Make sure and update us with any kind of information like that. So if you win an item tonight, very important, especially if you're a brand new buyer, we do need some information from you. We need an email with the following information: your YouTube screen name, your real name, your full shipping address, and an email that we can send your PayPal invoice to. If you don't have PayPal, that is okay. You can still shop with us. Just let us know when you send all that information to us in an email that you want to check out as a guest. when we send our invoices out, we can send you a direct link to your invoice, and you can check out with any debit, credit, Venmo, Apple Pay, or PayPal. And why we need your full shipping address, so we can calculate your shipping. Your shipping is not included with any winning bid price, so that is additional. Both Jason and I do utilize Pirate Ship to get discounted rates on shipping versus the full retail that you would pay at the post office. So whatever discount we get, we pass that on to you guys, and it is quite a savings. So the shipping rate is calculated from your zip code, which is why we need your full address, the weight and the size of your package from you to us. We do ship to the US, Canada, and Australia with discounted rates as well. And I'll let Jason talk about that last bullet point there for pickup at Mother Tucker's.
If you guys purchase from me tonight, now remember, Amy's out in Michigan, I'm in Pennsylvania, but if you purchase from me, you can pick it up at my shop, Mother Tucker's Antiques in Ephrata, Pennsylvania. Just make sure that you communicate that in the email to us. So we'll just send you an invoice for the item, and then once it's paid, we'll communicate through emails on when and how you want to pick it up. We don't want to gum the chat up with anything like that. So we'll just take care of that through the emails. Thank you, Amy.
And as far as packing and invoicing goes, for me this week, I will be sending them out tomorrow. So you'll get an email from me when your invoice is out there in internet land. So you're not wondering where it's at, but I will send you when yours has been invoiced. And Jason usually sends his invoices out on Saturday.
Yep.
And do we want to talk about what's going on this week?
Sure. Go ahead. Absolutely. Go for it.
Is your thing this week or is it next week?
It'll be next Friday.
Next Friday. Okay.
Yep.
I do have another sale over on Virtual Antique Marketplace. This Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern, I am doing a live sale with more of a Valentine twist on it. I have preloaded quite a few things up there already. I'm going to be working on adding in some more things as I get them done. But you can pre-bid on anything that is up in my shop in the catalog for the live sale. Actually, several things already have pre-bids on them. So if you want to go check that out, virtualantiquemarketplace.com. You can find a link to that down in the description of the video. And I'm the same over there, Enam or Amy, if you want to go check that out. I will be adding more handmade things in the next couple days too as well. So did I cover all the nuts and berries, Jason?
I think that's everything, Amy.
Well, I will show our Fantastic Finds email.
Okay.
Like I said, after our sale tonight, we will be doing our community share as always. But if you guys want to be part of our show, we certainly could always use some more photos to share. You can email us anything. Maybe you went to Goodwill and you found a piece of Holt Howard for $1. Or, you've got something from us and you've incorporated it into a display. We'd love to see anything that you want to send us. If you want to be part of our show, you can email us at sharemyfindslive@gmail.com. Just make sure to include a brief description to go along with the photos so that we know how to pass along that information to the friends when we do share your goodies. We do have several in the queue for upcoming shows, but we can always use more, of course.
Always.
I am going to have Jason go first today. No.
You'll jinx us the day you actually you'll jinx us.
I'm kidding.
You'll jinx us, Amy.
I mean, maybe you'll get a wild hair and want to go first
someday.
Maybe.
It ruins the whole feel for me if I go first. I hate trying to set the tone. You do way better than me.
Okay. All right. So I have a choice up first today. I do have some Valentine stuff tonight. I have some non-Valentine stuff tonight. I thought I would do a mixture this week, but I am going to start with some Valentines tonight, and they're going to start at $10 choice. And because they're a little bit unusual, they're not quite your typical card. The first one I will show you is a Pixie with glittery wings. And this is a Norcrest card. If you're a paper person, Norcrest is a brand that you really enjoy to see. It is a Valentine for you with the little Pixie. I love the chunky glitter for the wings, and he is carrying a big old rose through the flower garden. This is used, so it is signed on the inside. I'm sending this little messenger straight to your address to say, please be my Valentine. And I hope that you'll say yes. So I don't see Pixie Valentines. Nope. Maybe I have had one in the past 12 years, but not this one. Really good shape. It wasn't ever like in a scrapbook or anything like that. So that is the first choice. The second choice is an oversized Valentine, and this one is glittered. You can see it's all kind of outlined in silver glitter. This one has not been used. It does have perforations here where it was meant to be kind of folded up to place in an envelope. It has not been folded. Really nice condition on this one. You're the best in the bunch, Valentine. Be mine. I love the play on words with the bee. So the oversized ones, I used to come across these. I don't really see them a whole lot anymore. And this one is in really nice shape. Perfect candidate to either frame or to display in a flower frog. These are really nice size to do that. So those are the two choices. The harder to find little Pixie with the glittery wings, or the silvery glitter oversized Valentine. And let me get caught up on the chat. So it looks like Trina's in with high bid at 12 for choice, and Janine is in there as well. So we're looking for 14 or more on choice, and I am going to count it down. Let's find out how bad the lag is together. Anybody that's bidding is welcome to put in a just in case. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end.
I have never seen that Pixie one before, Amy.
I had not seen it before either. But I do love some Norcrest cards. So yeah.
They are the staple. They're a Cadillac. They're the Cadillac of greeting cards, I think.
They are for Christmas cards as well.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. There is the B bid end from Karen. Thank you so very much. Janine, your 23 did come in after the bid end. So looks like Aaron at Blueberry Barn has the first 21. Aaron, let me know if you want the Pixie. We'll call this one B. Pixie or B. Janine, you get second. And then Stacy is third in line. Aaron would like the Pixie. You got it. Janine, if you were interested in this one, let me know. Or Stacy. And then looks like Ruthie is behind that. And I think that was everybody that's bidding. All right. And I can just watch the chat. Thank you so very much.
And I'm with Amy tonight. My things are Valentine's-y themed. Like they don't scream Valentine, some of it, but some of it will go good with your Valentine's display. So $12 for my first item, Amy, $12 if anybody's interested. I can't tell you exactly how old it is, but I have this Alabaster heart. I believe its main purpose was supposed to be used as a paperweight. There is a glare on it, but we'll get in here close so you can see the great veining on it. It is heavily glazed. There are no chips to it. Those little darker specks, they're actually inside of it. I do believe that this is real alabaster stone that they polished up. The back of it has a flat spot. There are a few scuffs on the base where it sits, on the countertop. But these are nice pieces. You don't need to use it as a paperweight. What its, purpose is, you can use this as a figurine. And it's a nice size, as you can see. In person, it's a little darker red. It's getting washed out, and on your screen, if it's reading orange to you, it's not. It's kind of a real creamy red. So it hinges between like a creamy red and like a pink to it. So if it's reading orange, it isn't. So it measures about 3.5 inches tall by 3.5 inches wide. And again, it is an alabaster heart. I believe it's probably 1980s or 1990s. I recall that being very popular in that time frame, the same era that they were, putting out a ton of those Easter eggs and things. I can remember going into some different, boutiques and things with my grandmother, and they were kind of in fashion back then. So I thought this would be a neat addition or this would make a nice Valentine's Day gift for somebody. And you can see how it does have the shape of a heart. So, Patty, I thought I saw somebody say hello to you, but I couldn't see your avatar. So it's good to see you, Miss Patty Rose. I hope you're doing well. I saw Shannon say hello, and I kept trying to see where you were at. So hello, Miss Patty. So we're in at 12 with Patty. We're looking for 13 or more. And again, there are no scuffs. There is no damage. Those are real veins in there, as you can see. And there are some little darker specks in there. That's all part of it. Again, you can feel that there's no scratches. Back here, there is a flat spot. Hopefully you can see it there. Yeah, it is very flat right there because that's where it sits on things. And here on this side, you can see how it is beveled out. So we're looking for 13 or more. Let's go ahead and do a countdown on this. Again, it is an alabaster heart. If it's reading orange on your screen, it's not. In person, it is like a creamy pink and a red. And I'm just noting there are some speckles here. So there is some like glistening to it when the light catches it. So 13 or more, we'll count it down from 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12. You're right, Trina. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. And again, it's in very good condition. There's no impacts, like nobody dropped it, but you will see a couple scuffs on the back here where you can see that it was moved across the table and stuff like that. So there's our bid end. Thank you so much, Miss Patty Rose, coming to you for $12. Thank you so much, Patty. Congrats.
Jensen, Kim wants to know when the items behind you would be for sale. I know some of them are your personal collection, right?
Yeah. Most of those are my personal collection. There are 1 or 2 planters that will be for sale next week, but most of that back there is our collection.
Yeah. I think, didn't you say last week you just wanted something back there?
Yeah. Just need some back there because we're not doing back-to-back sales. So.
Yeah. Okay. My next item is going to start at 28. I love her, although she's not technically Valentine's, but I thought she could definitely work because she was cute enough and she's dressed in red. So we have a large vintage Japan pose doll. I have bent her legs for her to sit. You can gingerly, I would say you can unbend these. You can see how much longer her legs are. She was one that would be meant to kind of sit in a chair, pose how you would like. She wouldn't have originally come on a wooden base like we see some of these pose dolls like this. It is me. I know. I really like these kind of stock. So she is stockinette, is like her face and her body is kind of like, you know, pantyhose, like stocking kind of material. She's very, very nice condition, very clean. I am including the little Valentine here because I thought the girl in the card looked like her. I'm going to take the card out so we can look at her details a little bit better here. So she does have a sweetly painted face and eyebrows, yarn hair. The little bow up here is original to her. She's really nice and clean, no holes. She's got tiny little tulips and a tiny little bow. The tulips are pink, light pink. And then it looks like kind of that faded green that we see on the knee hugger pixies, kind of for the little bow there. You can also bend her little arms with these stockinette covered armature. You just want to be careful bending these. If you're too aggressive, the wiring can poke through there. We'll turn her to the back. Again, really nice and clean on her hair there on the back side, and her felt dress is also really nice. She has been signed. She looks like she was gifted to mom or maybe from mom in 1965 there on the bottom, but you cannot see that when she is on display. Fully stretched out, she does measure 14 inches in length. When she's sitting, she's not quite that tall. She's around 11 and a half when her knees are bent and sitting, but you're also going to get the little Valentine card. This one has just the little girl in the dress, looks like she's jumping rope, has little pops of green and gold in there, and then it opens up here with the hobby horse little boy, it's signed on the back side. I thought that it looks cute with her holding onto the little card. I mean, she could hold a multitude of things. Yes, I thought that the card looked really cute with her, but I don't see any interest in her. I think we'll probably do a recap at the end, like we did last week. So if you want to think about her, I'll bring her back.
All right, Amy, we'll wait a second for the lag, but mine's going to start at $20 and you're going to get the whole lot for $20. So I'm going to call this coffee for one, but it could be tea for one. So if you know someone that you're looking for, and let me tell you guys, Valentine's Day stuff is getting so hard to find. It's almost harder to find than Halloween things. So if you're looking for a gift for somebody, you'll get all of this. So you can keep some of it for yourself or you could part it out. But I thought Tina helped me pair this all together, and I think it came out really well. So let's break it down so you know exactly what you're going to get. So first of all, you're going to get this gorgeous little teacup or coffee cup, okay? I know in Jersey, you go to the diners, they still serve you coffee like this, and I like it because if you add cream or sugar, you have a place to put your spoon. It's lost if you're just using a mug, but you get this gorgeous, and I believe it is made in Japan. I'm pretty sure it's made in Japan. You're going to get this little cup and saucer, okay? And it has these fun little hearts on with a fleur-de-lis design on it. Very, very mid-century. And it almost looks like a Relpo sticker, like a design on the bottom. But it doesn't necessarily say it anywhere. So part of the 20, you're going to get the gorgeous ceramic. It's a porcelain little coffee cup or teacup. So, again, this would be fun if you wanted to put it in your display, if you had a little teacup holder to put the plate in and the cup. So you're going to get that. No chips or cracks, so it's in very good condition. So that's part of the 20. Then you're going to get this in very good condition hanky. So again, I thought you could be fancy and maybe you could use this as a napkin instead of a hanky. And it has these gorgeous Valentine's Day style hearts on it. And I believe that's baby's breath. So I believe it has some baby's breath on it. You can see where it has been ironed and folded. It's not heavily starched. It's in very good condition. I love the details. Like Amy says, these make great doilies. So you can actually use this on the table that you're going to drink your coffee or tea from. So you're going to get this gorgeous hanky. And again, all for 20. I believe the hanky's probably 1950s. Definitely probably 1950s. Again, there are no stains to it. The colors are very vibrant. I love all the little cutouts with the hearts. So you'll get that. That comes with the fun little lot. So again, if you guys can get the little, imagine giving that as a gift to somebody. So you could
that hanky goes so well with that.
It does. We went through a stack just to find the Valentine's Day. And then when she found that, we were like, that's it. So then you have these two kissing cupids or cherubs, whatever you want to call them. We like to call them cupids in my house. So I believe this is semi-contemporary, maybe 1990s. There is no name on it, but what I love about it is they slide.
Oh, that's cool.
They move on the little arrow there. So they're very, very detailed, and they're in gold. And then it does have the little safety, has a little safety clasp here on the back. So for your 20, you're not only getting the fun little brooch. So again, these could be 3 separate gifts. If you were looking for Valentine's Day gifts, you could give this as a gift or keep this for yourself. Let's get in there so you guys can see there is great details on both of those little cherubs or both of those little angels or cupids have you. So you're going to get that. And I didn't measure it. It's a nice size. It's a really nice size. Thank you, Trina. I see you're 20. That's coming in about 2 3/4 inches. So about 2 3/4 inches. So you get that. And then we'll do it in reverse. You're going to get the fun hanky. And again, I didn't measure the hanky, but it is traditional size. It's not an oversized hanky. It is your average size. So again, this you could open up. You could use it on the table, as a little scarf, a little dresser scarf. Use it as a little doily on the table if you want to. I don't think it's ever been used. And if it has, it absolutely has no stains. And then I really dig this cup and saucer. I think this is super mid-century. It's in really good.
It's very like Alice in Wonderland, White Rabbit, Queen of Hearts kind of.
It is. And it's definitely Japan, but it doesn't say it. I believe it would have had like a little round Japan sticker on it. So let's get it moving. Let's count it down. We're looking for 21 or more. Trina's holding it in right now, so we'll hold it up so it looks all fancy for you guys. Okay, 21 or more, counting down from 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13. I can't do this and hold it off. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. And again, you're getting all of it, not choice. Just was a nice little grouping of things that we thought would look good with it. Just a cup of saucer alone, just make it look a little bit fancier. And there is our bid end. So Miss Trina, thank you so much and congratulations. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. You are getting both things in my next round. It's not choice. I found them together, so I thought I'd keep them together because I'm not sure how long they have been together. And I'd never actually seen these before. So these are little Pixie pies on little heart dishes. How cute are they? I don't know, maybe ring dishes, maybe, I'm not sure what these were probably used for. I've never seen these before, but I found them at the same time. So I thought I'd keep them together because they're Pixie brothers. They do both have some paint loss, FYI. There's no chips, no repairs on them. And I'll turn these guys around to the back. All right. Usually this is pretty common with these tiny pixies. There's lots of tiny pixies in various poses, figurines, and that sort of thing. But these are on just little dishes. But you can see that there's wear on the paint. So the red cold paint here and the gold cold paint have some wear to it. This one here does not, it doesn't appear that there was ever polka dots inside this one. I don't see any remnants of it, but this one did have polka dots in there with some wear also. And I love this guy that has his feet up in the air. I love these tiny little pixies. They just make me happy. They're so, so cute. Ruthie and Patty, I see you guys. Thank you so much. Ruthie's at 32. And they are just marked Japan. I have never known a maker for these tiny bitty pixies. I've never been able to identify a specific maker for these, but they do come in a multitude of different little colors. But I thought those would be cute for Valentine's because of the little heart dishes. Measurement for them, they are 2.5 by 2. So they're tiny. Look, 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 look. Just itty bitty. I mean, you could stick a ring in there, a couple rings in there. I don't think that it's like a salt dip. I'm not sure why a pixie would be on a salt dip, but I couldn't really think of, you know, any other, maybe a nut cup. I'm not sure, but you could only fit maybe a couple walnuts in there, and that's about it. So I'm not really sure. I couldn't find out anything about these guys, and I'd never seen them before. So yeah, could be maybe a gum Parker, Patty, maybe. I mean,
I could see them being your little your one cigarette ashtray. Honestly, that's what I see them being used. They're
just so small because usually the personal ashtrays are a little bit bigger than this,
a little deeper.
I don't know. I just thought they were cute. I didn't really care what they were or what their purpose is for. I just had to get them. All right, so we're looking for 33 or more. Any any situation to say nut cup, Melanie. I gotta slip it in there. All right, let's count these guys down. We're looking for 33 or more on the pair. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. See, like one ring.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Amy Shannon asks, are pixies, what did she say? She asked if pixies are evil.
Pixies naughty?
Naughty.
I mean, I think they are. They get into mischief.
Yeah, they can be.
I would say that they're pretty naughty.
Yeah.
Okay. There's a bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. All right. So Ruthie had a just in case of 38, But Patty had it just in case of 47. So Patty, they are coming to you for 39. Congratulations, Patty. Thank you so much.
All right, Miss Amy, $18 choice. $18 choice. And Patty, you'll appreciate I haven't changed. I'm balanced. So I found 2 of these. I had to bring them because I thought they would look good balanced on a mantle, especially heading into Valentine's Day. They are true ruby glass. They are not flashed. They are made in Italy. Okay. I don't believe that they're like Empoli style glass, but they are made in Italy. So they're somewhere in the Venetian area. And they are mid-century because of the sticker. So they are from the 1960s, I believe. So they are glass vases. You can call them bud vases, whatever you want to call them. But what I love is the fact that they have the clear twisted stems here. And you can actually see where the top part was blown and then it was placed into the stem. So it's in very good condition. I think these were in somebody's collection. They had some kind of a code number stuck on the bottom. So I just sort of left that. Each one of them has its original made in Italy sticker on it. And usually that little foil sticker means 1960s. And again, they're in very good condition. You can see they have this fun scallop top. Again, I could envision this being just used as a centerpiece in your Valentine's Day display. You could put those little fairy lights down in it and light it up if you want to. Or you can actually use it to put flowers in and give it as a gift to somebody. So they're $18 choice. They are dainty. You know, they are that thinner Italian glass. One of them has a little piece of, it has just like a little bubble in it. Let's see if we can show you here. So there you can see there's just a little imperfection in it. But again, these are super good for Valentine's Day. They're that good, deep red, ruby kind of glass color. So they measure, and I'll show you the other one in a moment. They measure 9 inches tall, and they're about 3.5 inches wide. So again, I have 2 of them for you to choose from. $18 choice. Here is your other one. And I think that one had the little piece of ash stuck in it. There, you can just kind of see it picking up right there as I twist it around. So this one, let me sit the one down. This one here does have the original made in Italy sticker as well. And I love to find stuff with a sticker on it. Can you imagine how many years the person probably cleaned these and made sure that sticker didn't come off? So again, the bottom is clear and in very good condition with no issues whatsoever. This one also measures 9 inches tall by about 3.5 inches wide. But again, these are great colors. I know. Because, Patty, look, I think on a mantle, could you imagine using them as your the 2 end to your Valentine's Day displays? That's what I was thinking. So, and again, it's a really good, there's that little air bubble in the one. But again, they are your traditional ruby red, great for Valentine's Day. These would be great for Christmas too. So,
Jason, are these Empoli or are they just Venetian glass?
Like I said, I'm not going to call them Empoli. Usually when they have this made in Italy sticker, they're made in the region. It's kind of like Murano. True Murano is made by Murano, but there's also glass that mimics it that's made in the region. So we always called this Venetian glass because it was made in Italy. So this is made in the same region and Empoli is just, there's not really a company that made Empoli. It's just, that's the region, the kind of glass. So these could be classified loosely as Empoli, but they're just a little different. They're a little thinner. Venetian glass is just a tick thinner than Empoli glass, and the way they make it is just a little bit different. And a lot of times Empoli glass uses optics to it, but it's the same era. It's the same kind of glass. It's just, I can't really say that it's necessarily Empoli. It's just that it's made in Italy. So it is Venetian, and it is in the same region, and it's made in the same style as Empoli glass. So not seeing any interest on them. We're going to sit them to the side, and we're going to keep it moving. So over to you, Miss Amy.
Karen girl, I have reattached stickers to some of my personal pieces, just regular glue, Elmer's glue will work.
That's what I use.
Or a nicer craft glue, Aleene's craft glue. Usually you can find that at Dollar Tree. That's a little bit thicker consistency that might hold it a little bit better, but even probably a glue stick would work. If you don't plan on washing whatever you're putting the sticker on, I think pretty much any glue will do the trick. Just a dabble do. Okay. This next item, I love this so much. Super duper hard to find. And it's going to start at $34. And meow meow. This is just the most adorable kitty creamer. Dare I say cuter than Miss Priss? I think she is darn cute. And I will say this video has not come out yet. There was the sugar bowl. The sugar bowl had significant chipping and damage to it, so I left the sugar bowl behind. This is made by Norcrest, and it is super hard to come by and not an easy to find piece. And I do want to note that there are a couple tiny flea bites on it, and I did know that when I picked it up. So I do want to show those to you so that you are aware where they are at. Okay. And I don't typically touch up the ceramic pieces. I am happy to if anybody wins something you want me to. There's a little one here on the ear tip, also on the ear tip, and on the back of this leaf, the very back of the leaf here that's sticking up from the head. There is one, and then a tiny pinpoint right here on the lip of the creamer. But otherwise, very nice and clean, no staining on the inside, no major repairs or anything like that. Just those couple little flea bites. But I do hopefully want to get that cutest little face to come in. So it's light blue for the creamer, and then applied three-dimensional little cherry clusters here with leaves. And then there's also a cherry cluster on the top of the cat. My camera just does not want to cooperate today. But, I like to match the vintage. So you're also going to get this cutie pie little cat Valentine. I'm smitten kitten. It says that there in the front. And she's dressed in blue. I just thought that they looked really cute together. It is used on the back, but I thought I would include that. And now we can maybe see the cute little kitty face. Oh man. It wanted to focus for a second. The problem is it's focusing on everything in the background. And then it's just plain blue quilted here. I really like the handle, how they designed that on the back. No foil sticker present there on the bottom any longer, but it is made by Norcrest. Measurement for it, it is 5 by 4.5. And I see Nikki's in at 34. Thank you so very much. And we are looking for 35 or more on the pair. And I'm going to count them down. Nikki, I do encourage you to use it just in case. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end.
Gosh, and I have never, ever seen. Who did you say made this again?
Norcrest.
Oh, it would make sense. Yeah. Oh,
well, the sugar bowl that matches it is pink instead of blue. Oh, it was so cute, but it was too chippy for me.
Right.
Had to leave it behind. All right, Nikki, I see you're just in case. And there's Karen's bid end. So Nikki, it's coming to you. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
All right, I'm going to steer over to the kitsch side. So these will be $20 choice, And I actually bought these during our break when we were off because I thought that they had a very good Valentine's Day feel about them or color. So they don't want to sit on my board. So we're just going to hold them. So they're going to be $20 choice. They are these little flocked bags. I mean, oh my God.
Oh my gosh.
I love these. They're in very good condition. They do have some traditional issues that come with flocking. So there might be one or two little dark spots. There might be one or two places where the flocking was missed. But these are made in Hong Kong, and they are blow mold style plastic. And then, of course, they're covered in flocking, and then they have some real fur on them. So, again, I thought they had great colors for your Valentine's Day. How cute would this be if this little guy, you popped a little Valentine's card there in his hands or propped a candy box up in front of him. He measures just about 6.5 inches tall by 5 inches wide.
Oh my gosh.
They have these derpy little eyes and these fantastic eyelashes.
Oh, the lashes.
I did notice he has 2 whiskers on one side and one on the other. So I don't know if one is missing. But again, guys, when they made these, they weren't. So I know, Catherine, what the flock. So they are banks. They are banks. And you can see when it comes to the flocking, there is a little like discoloration, a few little darker spots here around the coin slot. I don't know if that was from glue. I don't know if it was from being used. I couldn't tell you. But other than that, in super good condition. They do both have their original Hong Kong stickers and the stoppers. So the tail is plastic flocking. And again, this will be your first choice. So let's get in here and hold it for a minute so you guys can see. It has the fur here around the ears. The fur's in very good condition. So we're looking for 21 or more. You can see the eyelashes and the eyes. And this one has heavy side eye. Like this little guy is definitely looking over there to see what's going on. Do they glow? They do. They have a light glow. The fur does have, they're not really heavy in a glow, but they do have a little bit of a glow to them. Not like you would expect. It's not as potent as I would have thought it would have been. So they have these fabric felt style clothing that this one's wearing. So his little vest is made of felt. This is like a little fabric bow. So this will be your first choice. And we're at 20. We're looking for 21 or more. And then we have the pink kitty cat. And again, I think these are great colors that can be mixed into your Valentine's displays. A lot of times, you know, I do use blue or periwinkle kind of colors in with my Valentines. And this one has the same eyes, same eyelashes, same style fur. It's just in white. It is a bank, you know, mild discoloration here or there, but there's no major issues where the flocking is missing. You know, there's nothing major. There looks like there's a little hole here in his paw. I don't know if that was where they kind of made it and that was in the molding, but around the little hole, I don't know if maybe he had a flower or something. Sometimes these did, but seeing that his partner didn't have anything, I don't think he's missing anything. But just note there's that little hole right there. And this little guy has his original foil tag. And of course, it's not going to focus, but it says Hong Kong on it. And then the little stoppers, they do say made in Hong Kong as well. So they're the original stoppers. So he's a nice size. If you guys collect kitty cats, he comes in at 7 inches tall by 5 inches wide. So again, they are blow mold. And they are flocked. And this guy, I just noticed here, the cat doesn't, but the mouse's tail is, you can place it where you want. So if you want it off to the side, if you want it straight up, you can put it straight up. So, and again, there is a mild glow to his fur. Since there's no colored fur on him, he doesn't really glow at all. So if you're looking for something that's going to glow a little bit, the pink does just a bit. So let's start a countdown. Nicole's in at 20. We're looking for 21 or more. I see Aaron in at 21. Again, guys, these little flocked kitschy pieces are becoming so collectible, and I don't really see them or find them as often as I used to. So Nicole's in at 22. We're looking for 23 or more, just in case if you're an active bidder, and we'll count down from 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Again, I think they're cool. A cat and mouse team. That's why I thought we better do choice in case, you know, plus they're great colors to mix in with your, you know, your Valentine's Day. Oh, those eyelashes. I can't. I just think they're so good. And you will pick cat or mouse. So there is our bid end. So Nicole with the 22. Nicole, let me know, did you want the cat?
That's a hard choice.
I know, or the mouse. Of course, you get choice at both if you want both. And then Aaron, you will have backup. So Nicole, let me know if you want cat or mouse. Of course, you can take both. And they are 22 each. And then Aaron has backup in at 21. They're both all right. Congratulations, Nicole. Thank you so much. And Aaron, thank you for the bid as well. Thank you, ladies.
That's the way to do it. Just
they're good.
Take them both.
I love them.
You can't pick. I know. Okay. I have a choice round as well. These are some handmade items tonight. I haven't brought these to a live sale in quite a while. I had intentions to make Christmas ones. It just didn't happen. I ran out of time, but I do have some special Valentine ones that will be coming next week. But I thought I would bring some general flower ones this week. So I have 6 of my handmade hanky lady cards tonight, and all different. And so what I can tell you about these, I have been making them since 2007, a long time. They used to be a staple at my craft shows. So we have an original illustration, so drawn by me. And then I hand color each one to coordinate with a vintage hanky. Of course, anytime that I use vintage hankies, I'm pretty picky about them. There's not stains, there's not holes. They're really nice condition hankies. And then at the bottom, it says a pretty hanky to use as you please, just for fun or to cover a sneeze. They do come with an envelope. So you can send this in the mail. The envelope is 11.5 by 5, in case you're wondering. And I do always stick a business card in there in case you want to gift this to somebody instantly. A nice little gift if you don't know what to get somebody, just for a little something. Okay, so this one is purple. That has the pretty Sweet William flowers in here. So purple and yellow. She does have brown hair. So that's number 1. Number 2 is blues. So we've got some blue and pink roses in this one. And then she's got blonde hair. That is number 2. Number 3 is more on the teal side. So we've got teal and pink little flowers, a little bouquet there. She also has blonde hair on that one. Number 4 is green with some pink roses there in the center. This one could also work for a little Valentine kind of gift. So pink and green. It's kind of like a jadeite green is the best color I can compare that with for this one. And I see Catherine and Robin both in. Welcome in, Robin. Good to see you. And Catherine as well. Thank you, ladies. And then we've got yellow. Yellow roses are actually my favorite kind of flower. And she's a blondie as well. And then the last one is red. So a mixture of little daisies and looks like little rosebuds peeking out for that one. All right, so there are 6 total to choose from. Let me get caught up on the chat. Thank you, ladies, also very much. So right now, it looks like the high bid is with Ruthie at 20 for choice. You guys, whoever wins can take a combination, whichever ones that you would like. So I'll go through them one more time. We've got red with blonde. We've got yellow with a little darker blonde. We've got green and pink together. We've got teal and pink. We've got blue. And can we hold them all? Purple.
You got it.
And I will have some, I'm working on them, the special Valentine, so they will all have a Valentine hanky dress. I'm working on those, okay? I see MJ's in at 21. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody, for your bids. We're looking for 22 or more on choice. Again, the envelopes measure 11.5 by 5. So if you do want to mail these, they do take a little extra postage because they're considered an oversized envelope, okay? But let's count these down. And I will mention before I count them down, they do have underwear on underneath their dress, so they're not naked under there. All right, they have undergarments, so when you take the hanky dress off, you're not having a surprise. Okay. All right, let's count them down. We're looking for 22 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. They are all on the back here. They're all signed by me and dated as well.
Gosh, these are so good, Amy.
Thank
How long
you.
does it take you to make one of them?
To make one?
Yes.
Well, I colored most of these Sunday night listening to Heather of Antique Agenda's live sale. So probably about 15 minutes per card.
Okay. All right.
Give or take.
All right.
It's mostly matching the colors that takes the longest to do. Okay, there's the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. Robin, I see you're just in case of 31 over MJ's 21. So Robin, for 22, let me know. We'll go by color: purple, red, yellow, pink or green, teal, or blue. Okay, or a combination. And next ladies in line, keep in mind what colors maybe you are after. And I'll wait to hear from Robin, and then I will go.
Those colors, you really got them to match. They look really good. Amy.
I had some really cool Christmas hankies, so I'll try and make some for July. How about that? Green and teal. Okay.
Good colors.
Green and teal. So these are the two that Robin is claiming. Okay, you got it. Thank you so much. What do you use to color? I use colored pencils. Colored pencils. Okay. So the 4 that are left: purple, yellow, blue, and red. Okay. So MJ, you are on deck, and behind MJ is going to be Ruthie. And then the first 7, well, then KB at 7.
And MJ wants the red and purple, Amy.
Red and purple. Okay. Got it,
choice.
MJ. Thank you so much. All right. So then Ruthie, we got blue and yellow. Go blue. And then
Ruthie's taking yellow, Amy. Ruthie wants the yellow one.
Ruthie wants yellow.
Choice,
okay.
Ruthie.
So blue is what is left. So next in line is going to be KB. And then, sorry guys, there's a lot of bids in there.
KB's passing. She wanted the purple one.
KB is passing. Okay, so next is going to be, looks like Gail. Okay. Gail is 16, or Trina. And then we will go back. Nope, I'm sorry. That is not correct. Catherine is going to be first at 16.
Yeah.
And then Gail, and then Trina. And I can just watch the chat. Sorry, ladies. I'll just watch the chat. Thank you all so much.
They're beautiful. All right, Amy, $22. $22, and we mix in brides and grooms in with our Valentine's Day displays. I kind of feel like they just go hand in hand. And these are starting at 22. That might sound high, but these are the highest detailed quality celluloid bride and groom that I've ever had. So, and Catherine's saying yes, Miss Amy.
Thank you, Catherine.
So for 22, you're going to get the both. I do believe these are from the 1920s. Just because of the way they are dressed, and these are in superb condition, okay? I can't necessarily tell you where they were made at because some of the crepe paper attire on them is covering it up, but they are heavily detailed. And what I love is that, look, it doesn't have to be, but I kind of like when the groom's a little taller than the bride, and I do like when they use different kind of dolls, okay? I like when they're a little different, so usually, sometimes they'll use the groom in this aspect. They'll also use that one for the bride or vice versa. But this is the first time that I've had this style of a set. So these are really detailed, you guys. So what you're seeing here is you're seeing the little celluloid dolls, and it looks like Robin's in at 25. Karen is back in at 27. So we're looking for 28 or more. Again, crepe paper attire. Her dress is crepe paper. She has a little velvet flower there in the center, and they actually attached a little bit of lace to her. So that's real lace on her. And then she has some crinoline there for her veil. And again, 1920s attire. A lot of the brides wore that kind of headdress back in that era. And now for the groom, he is in a crepe paper tuxedo, and his little flower is crepe paper. But hers is made out of fabric. So hers is velvet, all right? They're not stamped Japan anywhere on the bottom. They just have those little cardboard wafers on there. They have the little jointed arms.
Their stamping is on the back of the neck.
Yep, I believe.
The crepe paper.
And you could kind of see where you want to, but his collar, like I said, is covering it up. And he is a little taller. He's coming in at 4 inches tall. She's 3.5 inches. So... but again, there's no denting, there's no crushing, just maybe slight discoloration just due to age, and they are celluloid. So, and her arms are the jointed as well. And again, like I was saying, it's a crepe paper dress, and then she has lace attached. I don't know if they glued it or if they daintily, sewed a little bit in. She has like a little fabric style flower on her head there, part of the headdress here that goes all the way around. But the little flower dead center there is actually made out of velvet. So it's a little velvet, it's a little fabric style flower. So 3.5 inches.
Detail. Usually they don't have that much detail on the dress.
I know. And she has a little 75 heck. And if they cost 75 cents each back in the 1920s, that was expensive, y'all. So these were expensive little cake toppers or little brides and grooms. So we're in at 27 with Karen. We're looking for 28 or more. And again, I believe these are kind of one of a kind, and I've never seen them in this good of condition, and they're great all year. They're great if you collect brides and grooms and you do a June display, a June display for that's usually a big month for weddings, but we mix them in with our Valentine's Day. So let's go ahead and count it down. We're looking for 28 or more, and you're going to get the set. So, and just in case for active bidders, do we have a backup bid ender? Because Karen's in there before we get started. Desert Gal, are you going to be our backup bid ender, Kim?
Yeah, Kim said she's got it.
Okay, thank you, Kim. And again, just to answer her question, the groom is 4 inches. The bride is about 3.5 inches tall. So 28 or more, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. We're looking for 28 or more, or the bid end. I see you, Aaron, in at 30. Thank you so much. I see Karen G. You're just in case of 38. Lisa, I see you're 28. Robin, I see you're just in case of 42. And again, these are very unique, and I do believe they're from the 1920s. They're so good. They're so good in such good condition. So it looks like after the bid end, Aaron, your just in case did come in after the bid end. So did your straight bid, Karen. So it looks like for 39. For 39, they're going to Robin Watson. Congratulations, and thank you guys so much for the bids. Congratulations. They're coming to you, Robin.
Those are awesome. I love those.
They were so different.
Congratulations. Yeah, 100 years old. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Easily.
Yes, the lag is real. Joe is right. If you haven't refreshed in a while, do the gear wheel icon up in the right-hand corner or the lower right-hand corner if you're on the computer, and do that playback speed 2 times to hopefully get caught up from that lag. Okay. All right. I have another choice coming up next, and it's been some years since I have found any of these particular pieces. Actually, the last version of these that I had were the Valentine ones, believe it or not. In 2020, I actually had the Valentine version of these. These are Joseph Originals, and these are not easy pieces to find either. What I can tell you, there is also a coordinating lipstick holder that goes with these pieces, but I just have the 2 tonight. They did make these in several different colors, pink, yellow, and blue that I have seen. And this is choice. Okay. I'm going to show you each one as we go. Okay. So the first choice is the little trinket box, and we'll get right up in there. Hopefully she will focus for us. So these are a little bit harder to come by, especially without damage. So this is considered the little trinket box, and this is lavender. Okay, I think it's showing true to color on screen. It is purple lavender, and I think I've talked about how hard it is to find purple stuff. This one, it has applied gold spaghetti, little rosettes. There is a couple tiny flea bites on this particular piece. They are in the back, and I don't even know if I'm going to get them to focus. On the back here, there's a pinpoint little flea bite back here on the back of the dress. There is the inside, but no chipping, no repairs on her head, her hands, her body, anything like that. And there are a couple little flea bites on the inside rim of the dish, probably from the lid coming on and off. That's pretty typical with these. We do have Joseph Originals stamped here on the bottom and the Joseph Japan there on the base. And then we'll look at the little ring dish. I really love these. And actually there's mermaid versions of these as well. Incredibly hard to find those. But the little trinket dish, super sweet. We do have the Joseph Originals foil sticker there on the side. Again, we've got the gold applied little spaghetti and the rosettes. Little coordinating pieces there. This one does not have any flea bites on it, just a little bit of crazing. It does have Joseph Original stamping and the foil sticker there on the bottom. And I'll set them both up here. Measurements for these, the trinket box is 3.5 by 3.25, and the little ring dish is 3.25 by 3. Okay, so those are your choices. Really nice condition. Definitely harder to find pieces on these. Again, the Joseph Original trinket box here on the back, very tiny pinpoint flea bite, and there are a couple tiny flea bites on the inner rim of the dish, probably, you know, just from being a little too aggressive setting the lid back on there. No chipping to the little ring dish here at all. Okay, so I see oh my goodness,
Michelle.
So
it's Michelle.
I see you at 30. Thank you so very much. Welcome in, William. Good to see you this evening. You are late, sir. Where have you been? Okay, so this is for choice. The winner certainly can take both if they would like at their winning bid price, but let's count it down. We are looking for 31 or more on choice. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. Jason, have you seen the mermaid pieces like this?
No, and I was just going to say I've never even seen these. These are so hard to find.
Yeah, the mermaid one. So it like the trinket box, it's a little shell, and then she's sitting on top, and she's holding a little pearl. They're super cute. Okay, there is the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. So congratulations. I do think that this is your first purchase from me. So let me know if you want the ring box or the trinket box or the ring tray, or do you want both? Let me know.
She says she's so excited for these. Just make sure you let Amy know. Did you want them both?
Yeah, just confirm if you want them both.
She wants them both.
Wants them both. Okay. So do make sure and email me your information so I can get your goodies packed up and invoiced to you tomorrow. Thank you so very much.
Oh my God, they were so good. And the colors are great to mix into your Valentine's Day display too. So, all right, Miss Amy, $30. $30. And okay, the kids to this little guy or girl have gone off to college, okay? I've never even seen this version of elephant. Have you, Amy? The one that's
I have.
Okay, is it Arnart?
It is Arnart. I have had that same one before.
Okay.
Mine also did not have the babies.
But you can see that he or she are missing their babies, but there are no chips or cracks. It is this gorgeous pink elephant with a bow tie. So $30 if anybody is interested. There are no chips. There are no cracks. It is this little fun, kitschy elephant kicking its little leg up. Of course, it is a good luck elephant because it is trunk up. Now, there are a lot of places that have cold paint on these where some of it could be rubbed off. And the cold paint on this is remarkable. Even the pink is very vibrant. All of the gold is still present on its little feet. And again, it's just super cute. So we will spin it around here so you guys can see. It is one of these sugared, textured ones. Look how vibrant that pink is. I thought this little guy would look good in your little bar display. It would look good in your little pink elephant display, or even for Valentine's Day. So the measurements on this guy, he is about 4.5 inches tall by about 5.5 inches wide. Dare I say that he's on the little harder to find side, maybe? I would have to...
Not particular pose.
Yeah.
Besides the elephant, I have seen a rabbit in that pose.
Okay,
But I
kicking.
don't recall anything else in that pose.
So there is a rabbit that's kicking. I've never seen a little rabbit that's kicking like that. So again, he or she is in really good condition. They have like blue eyes on there. Again, the sugarine, there's not a much, sometimes the sugarine can get chipped and be missing. It's not. The pink on this is just so doggone vibrant. I can't even tell you. It's marked Japan right here on part of it is stamped on part of its hoof there. I do love the fact that the underside is a little bit of white, so his belly is white, and he is just this gorgeous, gorgeous pink elephant. Let's get in here so you guys can see those eyelashes. Again, there are some blue. There's some blue painted right there on his eyes. Put a little high. Oh, you could, Trina. I like that. I do like that. You definitely could. And you can see right there the little nubbin right here. That's his little tail, I believe. But again, if you guys love pink and pink elephants, I think this guy is just superb. There is no damage. That's just the way because I believe this speckling they sprayed on or dipped on to them. You can just see it separate a little bit. There is no repair there to the neck because there's nothing, here in the front. But if you do look really close, it does look like it kind of separated. But when they, adhere like they did the spaghetti, the little speckles of the ceramic, that's just kind of, he's really heavily sugared. So again, you said he's Arnart, right, Amy? He is Arnart. So I'm having a hard time holding him so you guys can get the effect. I want you to see he does have all 4 of his legs. So here are the 2 front legs. And there is detail there, gold where his nails are. And then he's like, I'm 50. I like to kick. I like to stretch. So he's got his little leg kicked up here, as you can see. And then the other one doesn't have any because of the way it's facing. So there would have been really no point to paint that whatsoever. So let's get in here so you can see. I love the fact that they did not sugar, that part of his face. I just think it's a great 3-dimensional ceramic. And again, it's from the mid-century. It's probably from the 1960s. He or she would have had little babies. The little ceramic hole is there. So if you wanted to run a chain through there, if you found the babies or found 2 other babies that would go well with it, you could run, a little jump loop through there and a little chain.
I think that would be a really cute candidate if you found the little mice babies and chained the mice to the elephant.
Oh my God, Amy, you were so correct. You're so right. There is a little bit of paint wear to the red bow, as you guys can see. There is typical wear to it, typical age, but I have to say overall, he is in like new condition. And again, when I've sold these before, I do say that if they sat in a dusty situation, this can get pretty gnarly. Like you can get a lot of dirt and debris mixed in there. He looks very vibrant. And again, would go good if you guys collect pink elephants in your barware, all sorts of things like that. So let's start a countdown. We're looking for 31 or more on the sugared Arnart elephant. Again, he measures, I'll hold him up to my face, 4.5 inches tall by 5.5 inches wide. So starting that countdown from 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I tell you, if y'all are having a bad day, you got to buy some kitsch, because if you look at this little guy every morning, you're just going to have the biggest grin on your face. That's what I love about it. Kitsch is such a, I think it's an uplifting thing to collect. So there's the bid end. Nicole, congratulations. Mr. Pink Elephant is coming to you for $30. Thank you so much.
Okay. I really like this next round. It just, again, this just makes me smile looking at it. Now, typically I don't pick up farm animals, but this is super cute. It's a rubber-faced chicken.
Oh, it's good.
It's so cute. And it's not rushed in. It's not a Gund. It's made by Expert Toy. There we go. Expert Toy. So it does have the little tag. I like the little teddy bear on the tag. So rubber-faced plush chicken. And Aaron, I see you. Thank you so much. Before I show you my favorite part, I want to show you the face. Now there's a little paint loss, okay, but not terrible. There's a little bit on the beak and a little bit on the comb. Is that called the comb? I don't know. Chicken anatomy is not my forte. A waddle, is that what that is? I don't know. Anyway, but really good, really cute. It's nice and clean. There's no holes on. There is some wire armature that I can feel inside the wings. Okay. I don't really know, like, if you're supposed to be able to pose the wings, but that's just, she's just permanently in that position. Now, credit has to go to Mama Pam for finding this cute little jumper that she is in. It's just a little like red gingham jumper with the cutest little trim on here. I thought this would be adorable for Valentine's Day. And there's also wire armature in the feet. You can get her to stand. You just you have to plop her and then kind of like, pose her to where you want her to stand, but she can stand on her own. But this is my favorite. Look there's a little hole in the back for her tail.
God.
So I'm not sure what this little jumper originally, she found it at one of the doll shows that we go to. I actually brought the chicken. We were trying clothes on it, and Mama Pam found this, and she was like, it's got a hole in the back for the tail. So the little tail is just poking through in the back. It has a little snap here on the back side. So chicken itself does measure 12 inches tall by about 7 wide here. And what you're also getting is a couple Valentines, of course. So don't chicken out. Be my Valentine. That's one. And then the other one, I'm a rooster that's got something to crow about, dear Valentine. So you're going to get those two because chicken Valentines, right? They have to match.
Good.
Okay. Hello, Sally. Good to see you tonight. Okay. So you're going to get the Valentines and Miss Chicken in her little romper. The tail poking out the back. It just can't. Okay. Let's count it down. Sally's in at 37. So we're looking for 38 or more, and 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. And we tried on way too many clothes on this chicken at the Toledo Doll and Bear Show.
I watched the video when you brought it along to.
Well, all the vendors were like, can I help you find something? I was like, no, I'm just trying to find something to fit this chicken. And they just all laughed at me. It's funny. Okay. There's the bid end from Karen. Thank you so very much. So looks like Sally had a just in case of 55, but Aaron had a just in case of 65. So Aaron, it is coming to you for 56. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
God,
that was my chicken noise.
All right, I'm going to come away from Kitsch for a little bit, $20. And Nicole, I read your message. I'm so sorry about your little fur baby. She lost her fur baby over the weekend, Amy.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Nicole.
Thoughts and condolences go out. I know Amy, we both know all too well. So our hearts go out to you, Nicole. We're so sorry. So can't talk about it or it'll turn into a messy sale for me. So $20 start. And I have a gorgeous metal. I believe it's like a pot metal. It is a heart jewelry box. I don't know how old it is. It's probably somewhere from the 60s to the 1980s. But it is a nice, heavy metal jewelry box. I do believe it is a pot metal jewelry box. It has great detail on it. Look at all the scroll work. You can see it mimics like a hobnail effect here. You can see that I do believe it's older because it has a heavier duty hinge on it, okay? So I do believe with the hinge, we are probably 60s on this. Look at the detailing of the 3 roses here on the side. It's a gorgeous piece. If you were looking for a gift to give somebody, I think this would be a nice little idea to put jewelry in, put Valentines in, maybe even put a gift card in and give it to somebody who you love. It does not have any stamps on the back. Okay, there's nowhere where it would have even had. I can faintly see where maybe there was like a diagonal sticker on it back here in the back, but I don't know who made it. I could not find an example. I do think this is one that you could have, hello, Tippy Winks, you could have had it monogrammed, but this one is not. I didn't polish this. You could polish this and it could be bright and shiny. I liked the patina on it. So let's open it up on the inside. You can see that it has this gorgeous crushed velvet. It is a very dark burgundy on the inside. It's in superb condition with no major rips or tears. Again, this would make a great, I think it could be made by Gottinger. Am I saying that right, Amy? Gottinger. Okay. All right, Heather. Again, I think it's just a very, very nice piece that you could leave out all year round. It's perfect for Valentine's Day because not only is it a heart, we have the heart in the center, but we also have all this lacy style detail that mimics hearts, okay? So you have hearts all the way around. It has great details here on the back. Heather, how old do you think it is? I've never heard of that company. I'm interested to know, Heather, how old you think it might be.
I've seen her sell boxes that were marked Gottinger before.
Okay. I've never heard of it. I'll have to do some research on that, Heather. That'll give me something to learn something about. But it is a nice weight, about 7. Okay, I thought 6. Okay, hey, my instinct. All right, I knew a little bit about it a little bit. So as you can see, it is a nice size. It measures, so you guys know it measures 6 inches long. I'm calling this long, 6 inches wide. And when it sits on your countertop, it's going to be 3 inches this way, okay? I was impressed, and what made me pick it up is that a lot of times when you find these, they're a thinner metal. Nothing wrong with that, but the hinges are kind of weak. This is a nice heavy-duty hinge on there, so you're going to get years and years out of use for this. And actually, I thought this would be nice in a display. Put a Valentine in there, maybe put some pearls coming out in there, use that to put other Valentines in there, and it's a nice size. You know, it's not one of the smaller ones. So we are in at 21 with Daisy Girl. We're looking for 22 or more. And again, let me hold this here so you can see all these great effects. It definitely has almost like an Alice in Wonderland kind of feel to it. Since Amy said that with the teacup, I'm getting the same kind of feel from this. And again, it's heavily detailed with 3 roses on either side. Look at all that great detail around there. Again, all year round jewelry box, or bring this out and let this be the centerpiece of your Valentine's Day display. And again, there's the bottom. So let's go ahead and count this down. We are doing just in case for active bidders. Nice size jewelry box. We're in at 21, looking for 22, counting down from 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. And again, you can polish this. I left it the way it was. I like it this way. It's one of those things where once you polish it, you can't go back. So you got to let the new owner decide what they want to do with it. So if you want to shine it up, you can. Robin, we see your 25. Patty, we see your just in case. Thank you guys so much. And Heather, I will research that. Thank you so much for the info. I appreciate you. There's the bid end. So Robin had a 25. Patty's just in case. Patty Rose coming to you for $26. Thank you so much, ladies. Congrats.
Congratulations. And hello, Barbara. Good to see you tonight. Okay. I do have a choice round at 28. And if you guys saw my video from Sunday, you're going to recognize these. I thought I would bring them tonight. These are going to be a little difficult to show as a choice, but we're going to go with it. Okay, so we've got the Wolverine. So these are Wolverine tin litho miniature children's canister sets. All right, and there we go. So they do all have 5 pieces that are coming along. So we've either got the cherries. They do both sets do have some wear to them, but I do like that about these. They are very hard to find like pristine condition unless they were stored like in a case or something like that. But what I can tell you that I have found a lot of these pieces over the years, 1 or 2 pieces here or there, but I have never come across the pastry board for either one of these sets. All right, so each set comes with 5 pieces. All right, so the cherries here has the flour, sugar, tea, coffee, children's size little canisters, and then the pastry board to match. And then the strawberry one. So what is missing out of the strawberry? You can see that there's 2 coffee canisters. That is how I found them. So there is not a tea canister, but there is 2 coffee canisters plus the pastry board for these. All right, let me set them down real quick. Let me get caught up on the chat. I cannot do that, do the mouse at the same time. All right, let me get caught up in the chat here. Okay, looks like Aaron right now has the high bid at 33. Okay, so I want to show you each of the pieces so you know what we're looking at. All right, let's start with the strawberries. So here is coffee canister number 1. There might be some paint scratching. There might be maybe a few little rust spots. There might be a little like paint fading on a few of them, but overall good condition, I would say. Here is coffee canister number 2. I love the strawberry print. There is the back. So they are marked Wolverine here, very tiny on the back side. So there we go. Coffee canister number 2. And here is the sugar. This one does have a little fading on the back side of this one. Super cute though to display these. If you have like a dolly sized hutch, I have seen these displayed on those little hutches and they're just adorable. Here is the flower canister. There we go. And then the pastry board, which I really like this piece. Again, I have never come across the pastry boards in all the times that I found some of these sets. There is some wear to the bottom of this one. Okay. So let's move on to the cherries. So we've got the coffee canister here. I'm trying to move quickly through these. Okay. But I did want to show you the condition of each of them. And then we've got the flower.
The insides of them are all clean, right? Like there's no rust on the insides, right?
I actually didn't look on the inside. I mean, some of them, right. You know, that's pretty typical. Yeah. I'm not sure that I would store anything in these necessarily. This one does have some wear to the back here on that one. Then we've got the sugar. The sugar here.
Those graphics. Timeless. Timeless.
I love it. This one, I usually come across the strawberries. It's the cherry one that I usually don't see as often. And then we have the tea, which is the smallest one. We do have some wear there on that one and a little bit of rusting on the back. I did not open all of these, truth be told. I did not. I just kind of based them on the outside wear. And there's the little pastry board. That is super cute. And there's the back side of that one.
Brand new.
Okay. So I have showed all of the pieces. Let's get them back up here on the board and I'll show them all to you one more time before we do that countdown. Okay. There we go. Let me see. All right. Right now, Debbie's got the high bid at 36. Elisa just popped back in there with a 37. Okay. So wear on all of the pieces, a little bit of fading, a little bit of rusting, a little bit of paint scratching on most of the pieces, but still overall good vintage condition on them. And these typically, like these sets, I know sometimes you can get other pieces to go with these, the little teacups, the teapot, the saucers, the little plates and that sort of thing. Once you start getting into all those pieces, these sets usually go in the hundreds of dollars anytime that I've seen the pieces complete. But this is a pretty good start, I would say. So let's count them down. Lisa's got the high bid at 37, and this is for choice. You can pick cherries or strawberries. Winner can certainly take both if they would like as well. Let's count them down. And anybody that is bidding is welcome to do the just in case during the countdown. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
These are so fantastic. Great for so many different holidays. Great in the summer. Yeah. Great for now and your Valentine's Day.
I agree.
So good.
All right. There's the cherry strawberry bid end. Thank you so much, Karen. So at the end there, Aaron had a just in case of 55, but Miss Debbie had a just in case of 56. So Debbie at 56, I think I know which ones that you want, but let me know if you want strawberries or cherries. Aaron, you get second choice, and then it will be Lisa behind. And just let me know, Debbie.
Oh, I think she wants.
Debbie wants the strawberries. Okay, you got it. So, Aaron, if you're interested in the cherries, or Lisa, if you're interested in the cherries, just let me know down in the chat. And if not, it will go all the way back to Courtney at 30, and I can just watch the chat. Thank you all so very much.
All right, Amy, $30. $30 for my next item. And if you guys saw my last video, you saw me discover this when you guys saw me discover it. So to find anything Valentine's Day plush is super hard to find. This one I found in that cedar chest. So it is a rubber faced. So that is a rubber face, little doll or little baby. There is some wire armature, like Amy said, with her rooster, her chicken. There is some in the legs. I don't know that you'd want to go bending those legs any other way, but it does. She does sit, he or she does sit pretty well on her own. So I did not replace the bow. I figured that the person who gets it might want to add a new bow, but this is the original one. Maybe you guys want to try to flatten that out a little bit or puff it up a little. You could, but I kind of like leaving the original bow on her. So her or he or her, I don't know if this was supposed to be a little boy or a little girl. It can kind of be like a little unisex, whatever you want it to be. But they did such a great job. The face, the blue eyes, there's no scuffs, there's no wear. It has the little felt heart here in the center. You can see that where it is seamed and sewed up, there's a little extra string here. I don't believe that, anybody went in and, had to re-sew it, but I would let the new owner snip those when you get them. So very clean, very cute, would look really great in your Valentine's Day display. What I would do is I would take the little baby's arms and I would have it hold a little Valentine's Day or a little Valentine's Day card. Or
if you made like a little, if you took some twine and made it like a little clothesline, you could the mini clothespins and just clip them on.
Exactly. I agree. Or prop like a little candy box up in front or anything. I just think it's so super cute.
I've never seen that one before.
Neither have I. I could not find any examples. I did have somebody in the comments section ask if I knew the manufacturer. I don't.
It looks like the same manufacturer that does the, the caged pajama bags.
Yes, you are correct.
The head looks like to me.
Yes, and the rubber face, and actually, this is one that is different for me because when you press in on the rubber face, you can feel that it is stuffed behind there. Sometimes the other rubber faces don't have anything behind it.
Yeah.
You can feel, and this is not a sawdust. This is a plush. So there is stuffing in here with the doll. So again, you can pose the arms however you want. I have them kind of out like she's very surprised, like, hey, hi, yay. The way she sits here, she measures 10 inches tall and she's about 7 inches wide. So you can see how clean this doll is. Little tuft of blonde hair, and you can, of course, style this however you want. You can style it down. I kind of liked it back as if she's kind of like skiing into your heart. Of sorts. The white is super clean. And again, like I was saying, there is some wire armature here in the legs, but you can feel it. But I don't know that I would go bending it because you bend that too hard, you could poke the metal through. So again, I think I agree with Amy. I think it is the same style face that is in the pajama bags, So again, I think she's super cute. She's just this. I think she's a little girl. Wouldn't you say she's probably a little girl? I mean, yeah. I guess she could be a little boy. And again, you can see she has like her little pajamas on or her little onesie. Look how vibrant the red color is on her. And again, there are no scuffs. There are no issues to the face. And she is just a super nice size.
Now I'm wondering if there is an Easter bunny in that same kind of shape.
God, I hope there is.
Like the pajama bags.
I hope there is, and I hope I see it someday. And I'm sure that there's something that has to do probably almost more with a Christmas theme too. There has to be. So she was stored with the arms open. I'm sure that if you guys, held her like that for a little bit, her arms are going to close. But when she was in that cedar chest for all those years, there was other plush on top of her that pushed her arms back, but you can see the way they're jointed. She can be held.
She's amazing.
Like that. So one more thing, again, like I said, the only thing is there is some loose string here. I'm not too sure what's going on there with that. But again, she is super cute. And to find a Valentine's Day plush, I just don't find them all that. I don't see them or find them all that often. I think they were heavily played with. But we're going to put her to the side. She is $30. If you guys want to think about her, or if anyone knows the manufacturer, please put it in the chat. I'd like to know. I couldn't find an example of her at all. Hello, Blue Rose Lady. Good to see you. But we will put her to the side and bring her back for the recap. She was $30 if anyone's interested in her. All right.
I wish I could help. Usually I can help you with the plush, but I've never seen
I
it.
don't have any idea who made her.
Okay, I have another Valentine choice. This time we have uncut sheets of Valentines. I have 2 different ones to choose from. So each one of these sheets has 5 different Valentines that you could punch out, but they were never punched out and used. If it were me, I would just display it just like this, stick it in a flower frog, and have it stay as the sheet complete. The only thing I was going to mention was that this one little flappy do here, there's a little tear right here, but it does not affect the card on the side there. So this will be option number 1. And this one I am calling dishes because the first Valentine up here in the corner says, you're a swell dish, Valentine. And she looks like she's drying off the dishes. I'm cooking for you. She's in her little apron mixing it up. You pass with me, the little teacher there. You're a slick chick, Valentine. He's feeding the little chickies. And then re-garden my heart, it's yours. Hey, it's Bill. It's Garden Guy Bill.
Oh my God, it is.
So, and then they're just plain. There's nothing printed on the backside for that one. So that's choice number 1. Choice number 2, I'm calling cheese because cheese, of course. Just what I like. I mean, you, Valentine. So the little mouse with the piece of cheese. And then we've got the kitten here, meow, meow. Hi, Valentine. You're the mail I want. So play on mail there because the kitten's in an envelope. Stop, I go for you, the little policeman. Then we've got teacher, can I count on you to be my Valentine with the little abacus, little heart beads on the abacus. That's pretty cute. I could go far in a car with you, Valentine. You're a swell teacher. So that is choice number 2. Let me get caught up on the chat. Looks like Trina right now is at 17. So 5 cards per sheet, unused, unpunched Valentines. It's just the one little tear here on the side for that sheet. So this is dishes. We'll call this one dishes and this one cheese. To claim each of the sheets on here, I thought I measured these. I guess I didn't write it down. The sheet measures 6 by 9, and looks like most of the cards are like around 4.5 or 4.25 inches. Okay, no flocking or no glitter or anything applied to the cards at all. All right, so it looks like Nikki's in at 18. So we are looking for 19 or more on choice, and I'm going to count them down: 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end.
That little mouse with the cheese is my favorite.
I know. He's pretty darn cute.
With a little kitty.
All right. There's the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. All right. Trina was at 20, but Nikki did have that just in case. So Nikki for 21. Let me know. Dishes is sheet number 1 here, or cheese for sheet number 2. Trina is going to be on deck. And I think that was everybody. You guys. All right. Nikki wants the kitty cheese. Kitty cheese. You got it. All right. So 21. So Trina, let me know if you would like the other one, and I can just watch the chat. Thank you so much.
All right, Amy, I'm going to go back to Antique World. So $20 to start for my next item. And hello, Lily Pond Treasures gang.
Hello.
If you're not following her, please do, because I know she has a Mother Tuckers video coming out soon. So please subscribe to her. She has a fun channel. So I was watching Catherine's preview for her upcoming live sale tomorrow. She's doing a live sale tomorrow, and I agree with her. I think black is sexy mixed into your Valentine's Day. So last year, I actually had the set of vases in the same exact pattern. And just recently, I found the vase with the rose bowl. So this is a rose bowl. It has what is always missing. It has its little metal flower frog here on the top. I believe that this could be English porcelain. The roses on it are transfer, but the gold metallic paint is hand painted. And usually when they paint numbers on the bottom or say hand painted, that usually tells you that with antique or vintage porcelain that gold part is all hand painted. So that means kind of the leaf details on it or some of the thorn parts on it, that's all hand painted. But the roses on it, they are a transfer, meaning that it was just the part that was put on the porcelain. So $20, and I do believe this is antique. I do believe it is from the 1920s. It measures about 5.5 inches tall by 5 inches wide. So this is something that you could leave out all year round. It is a gorgeous piece of what I believe is English porcelain. I'm pretty certain. If someone else knows anything different, please let me know. It has this great enameled gold paint on it. It has the gorgeous details of the leaf, and then these roses are some of the most beautiful detailed roses that I think I've seen on porcelain in a very, very long time. So it's a very gorgeous piece. You don't have to use it with the top. Of course, it's going to look a little weird, but you could just open this up and use this as just a plain old vase. If you had enough flowers that are going to cover the lip here that holds that, you could just use this as a round vase. But the way they made the porcelain, it is supposed to have this on, and I am very surprised that that's still on there. I think when I sold the double vases last year, and gosh, I don't know who won them. Robin, did you win them for me last year? I had never had the pattern before, but now to come with a little bit of research, this pattern was a very desired pattern, and some of the pieces that are part of it or match it, they're kind of hard to find. And this piece is a stunner because it's hard to find it with the metal flower frog on the top. Let me take that off and show you. There is some great gold detail down here around the bottom. I know that's getting washed out because there's a shadow, but there is gold painted around the rim here, and there is a gold rim all the way around. So, Robin, thank you. I see you in at 20. Let me just get these roses to focus one more time. There's gorgeous pinks, reds, and burgundies. I think it's a great three-dimensional flower that they did. Can you put water in it? Yes, you can put water in it. Do I really recommend doing it with like hard water and a long time? No, but the porcelain, yes, you could use it. But I will say that when you use it, expect it to get one of those hard water rings after time. But yeah, Blue Rose Lady, I would feel safe using this, no problem. It's probably safer than the stuff you buy today. So, and it is glazed. So that is glazed on the inside. So you could definitely use that. You could even put some dirt in that and use it to pot a flower if you want to, but then you're not going to want to use the flower frog that's on top of it. So again, it measures 5.5 inches tall by about 5 inches wide. I do believe it's from the 1920s. It could also have been made through a couple more decades later, but I'm going to stick to my guns and think it's maybe 20s, maybe 1930s, somewhere in there. So, Aaron, I see you in at 22. Thank you so much, Aaron. So we are looking for 23 or more, no chips or cracks. It is porcelain, and I believe it to be English porcelain, but I can't verify any of that, and I'm not sure the manufacturer, although it kind of feels like English porcelain. So 23 or more, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Somebody took very good care of this because there's no wear on any of that enamel paint. There's no chips. There's no issues. It's just a gorgeous piece, and it's going to look really good. I mean, you could actually put some of those little holders and put Valentines coming out of it if you want to. Put some Victorian Valentines coming out of it. I think it would look really, really good. So there's our bid end. Thank you so much, Karen. So with the 22 from Aaron and Robin's just in case, Robin, coming to you for $23. Thank you so much and congrats.
Congratulations. Jason, can I just say, this is amazing that Parm has been back here asleep the whole time.
Looking good, buddy.
I mean, he was pretty crazy today, so you know, he's
tuckered himself out.
He's probably tired after a long day of antics. Okay, I have some salt and pepper shakers for my next round. Now, I have talked about the special salt and pepper shaker collection that was 14,000 pairs. This is a pair from that particular collection. At one point in time, she did hold the Guinness Book of World Records for the most shakers. I do believe that that has been broken. But this is one of the shakers, and she had just immaculate taste in her ceramics. She had some very hard to find things that I actually got to see. I was not able to purchase, but I got to see some really cool shakers the last time that I purchased some more from this particular collection. These are what are referred to as the little suit Pixie shakers. I thought these would be cute for Valentine's, of course, year round, of course. They did make these particular shakers in 2 different colorways. There's also a yellow and black version, which she also had, of course. These are numbered on the bottom. She did have a numbering system for all of her shaker sets. And this one is numbered 6905 on the bottom. So 6,000 pairs. And I can see the condition of these. I've never come across these in the wild before. They're in really, really nice. The cold paint is red and black, all cold painted. The only thing that's fired on these guys are the hair and the faces. Okay. So their suits are completely cold painted. Really, really nice condition. And if I'm being nitpicky, there's a tiny little paint scratch on the end of that hand, and there is a tiny little bit of paint loss on the end of that shoe. But that is it. There's no chips, no repairs. They're just fantastic shape. I'm going to get caught up in the chat. All right, Ruthie's in at 40. Thank you so very much. I just love these. I think they would be cute at Christmas as well. They kind of also remind me of ladybugs, like very stylized ladybugs minus a little antenna. But I've always seen these referred to as the Pixie suit shakers. I just think they're adorable. And they do have little blue painted eyes. I know it's probably a little hard to see that. And they do have cork stoppers. These are Enesco. I'm not sure if I mentioned that or not, but these are made by Enesco. There is a remnant of a foil sticker on the bottom of this one. They are 1950s Enesco. So measurement real quick before I count them down. They are 2 3/4 by 3 on this one, and a little bit larger on this one, 4 by 2 on this one. Okay, so let's count these down. Ruthie's got the high bid at 40, so we're looking for 41 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end.
The feet are so dainty. Those little slippers on them.
Jason, did I tell you that I got to see the red Holt Howard dogs shakers?
Yes, you did.
From her collection.
Yep.
They sold for $350.
Did she put them on the?
She put them on eBay.
Oh my God.
Yep. But I did get to touch them at least.
My God.
For a second. Okay. There is Aaron's in at 45. Thank you so much. And Aaron, I'm sorry. That did come in after the bid end. I'm sorry. The chat jumped on me. Yeah, it did come in after the bid end. So Ruthie, they are coming to you. Congratulations. Thank you so much. And everybody do a refresh if you haven't for a while. It might help you out with the lag.
All right, Amy, $10 choice, $10 choice. And I have choice on some antique, anthropomorphic Valentine's Day postcards. Okay. Consider them used. 2 of them have been postmarked. One of them has been written on, and one of them doesn't have anything. But these are really collectible, and they are by an artist called E. Curtis. And each one of these postcards, they're made by Tucks. So they're Tucks and Sons, so it's like a trifecta. So this one has been used. So each one of these, and they are traditional postcard size, 5.5 by 3.5. There might be a little bit of foxing to them, but they're really neat. So this first one here, you can see there is some writing, and that I believe is in pencil. So you could try to erase some of that if you want to. This will be your first one at $10. It says, "Dearest Valentine, you do." I knew it. Sorry. I tried to get the rhyme. There's a rhyme to each one of them. So this one is, "Dearest Valentine, you do beat." Seeing that's a beat. Beat all the others. So
all the others.
Yeah, so that's a little anthropomorphic beat there with the little candlestick, walking there, and the little bare feet, cute little beat with the face. And this one is postmarked here on the back, 1908, February 14th, nonetheless, 1908. So that'll be your first one. That one we'll call beat. All right. This next one is postmarked February 15th, 1908. And again, these are $10 choice. This one says, "Dear love, I would like to put an 18 karat on your finger." So meaning gold, and you can see each one is signed, and then this little one has a little one's face. I kind of like the way they did the anthropomorphic, years ago. They did it a little bit different. They gave a full body, but this will be your second choice, and this one we're calling carat. So this next one here is it says, "To Edith, who thinks much and says little." That's what it says on the back there. So, okay. So this one says, "Your hair is a little beat, sweetheart." So I think that's almost a jab at.
Is it a radish?
See, I guess it
your
would
hair
be
is
radish.
A little
Your hair
like
is a little radish.
Like reddish or radish?
Reddish or radish, sweetheart. I don't know. That one, I tell you, these, I literally today sat and I read it and I was trying to figure it out, but I just couldn't. This one I couldn't figure out. So I guess this one is the radish. So your hair is a little radish, sweetheart. I don't know. It is some of the turn of phrases back then versus now are unacceptable. They're wrong. But consider the era. I mean, these are from turn of the century when these were created. So this one is not used at all. And this one says, "Sweetheart."
Oh, Noreen says it's a beet. Red is a beet. I guess that makes a little bit more sense than radish.
Okay, so it would be beets. Okay, let me, because we're going to call them by what it is. So I thought that was beet. So, okay, that one's a beet. So, man, some of these, and it was a different era back then, the way that they would use the turn of a phrase or word. So this one says, "Sweetheart, I love you, though you have a temper like pepper." I believe that's what this one would be, because isn't that a pepper? So, "Sweetheart, I love you, though you have a temper like pepper." Wouldn't that be the rhyme, don't you think? I mean, but bump. I don't know, but not even if you're not trying to read them, to put these in your anthropomorphic or your Valentine's Day displays, I think are really neat. And these are all from the early 1900s. They're around that, 1905 to 1910. And again, the artist in each one is signed, not like, independently signed, but in the print on the card, it is E. Curtis. So you will claim them by what they are. So this one is going to be pepper. So we're in at 12. We're looking for 13 or more. So this one we're going to call pepper. Remember, this one is the one that is unused. Okay, so that one is the unused. This one is the beet. And this one does have the tongue-in-cheek to Edith, who thinks much and says little. Okay, poor Edith. So this one we're going to call beet. All right. And then this one is going to be carrot. Personally, I think this one is one of my favorites. "Dear love, I would like to put an 18 karat on your finger." And if you look some of these up, some of these, I don't even know which ones are, quote, rare, but some of these go for $50, $60, depending on which one, or I guess when someone needs them, because there was a whole series of them. So, and this one, I thought this one was beet. So, "Dearest Valentine, you do beet." all the rest. I don't know, but you know what? Just for sake of argument, we're going to call this one a radish, even though, Noreen, I'm not disagreeing with you, but just for sake of claiming that one, we're going to go back to call that one a radish, okay?
Well, one of them could be a turnip, too.
Okay, so dearest Valentine,
all the root vegetables start to look the same.
You do turn up all the others? I don't know. So, but that for sake of claiming, them, guys, this one, turnip, I don't know. So this one is going to be, so this one, we're going to just call it whether it's wrong. Just help Jason out here. We're going to call this one beet. All right, so that one you'll claim as beet. This one you'll, of course, claim as carrot. This one you'll claim as radish. And this one you will claim as pepper. So let's start the countdown on these. Turn of the century, early 1900s, Tucks, anthropomorphic Valentine's Day postcard. So we're in at 12 with Robin. We're looking for 13 or more. Active bidders can use it just in case. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Thank you, Aaron. I see you're 13, so we're looking for 14 or more. And again, it is on choice. This one is going to be beet. That one is going to be carrot. That one is going to be radish. And this one's going to be pepper. So if they're wrong, I'm sorry. I did my best to
whatever vegetable you want them to be.
Maybe Jason needs to eat more vegetables so he could identify the vegetables. So, Patty, it looks like you get first choice at 23. Thank you so much, Robin. And Christina, your bids did come after the bid end. Christina, you might be lagging seriously, so you might want to refresh. But Miss Patty, you get beet. So yes, this one is beet. And you will get pepper. So that one is pepper, Miss Patty Rose. Thank you so much. So then back up is going to be Robin. So Robin, did you want the ones that remain? If you wanted that one, it's carrot. And this one we are calling radish. So radish and carrot, you are back up.
And then Dusty is going to be after that at 15.
Wait a minute, Amy. I think I did this wrong. Because I'm just seeing you highlighted Robin with a just in case of 22 and Patty had a just in case of 21.
No, so Patty put in a 23 over Robin's.
Yes, okay. Oh my God. It's been a long day for me. So Robin, I got you for carrot. Thank you so much, Robin. Got you for carrot at bid of 22. So Dusty Moose, did you want the one that I'm calling the radish at 15? Did you want the radish at 15? If you pass, it goes back to Tippy. If Tippy passes, it looks like it goes back to Aaron. So if you guys can help me with the comment. Dusty, it's yours. Thank you so much, everybody. Congratulations.
Congratulations. Okay. Those are great.
I love them.
There's Halloween ones by that same artist, too.
Is there?
There is. Okay. I have some Valentines as well. I look for these. They're not easy to find, but I'm always excited when I find them, especially more than one. So I have some Ruthie Newton illustrated Valentines up for my choice next. These are not easy to find. I've only found a few within the past couple of years, but I do always try to look for them. Now, these are not the earliest version of Ruthie Newton illustrated Valentines. She actually started doing Valentine cards before she started doing children's book illustrations. And those earliest cards will be marked made in Germany. These ones are both made in the USA, so these ones are a little bit later. But I'm going to show you. These are mechanical. Both of them are mechanical. So the first one here is a picture of my heart for you to my Valentine. Okay, so the little hand goes up and down to kind of color in the heart here. So her arm and the little pencil goes up and down for that one. Good condition on this one, minimal wear or bending, no signature or anything on the back, but this one is stamped Made in the USA down here at the bottom. Also, the Made in Germany earlier ones will have a Ruthie Newton signature either on the front or on the back side. Usually with the Made in USA ones, they don't contain the Ruthie Newton signature. I haven't come across one that has, but I do always look for them. So the second one here is My Valentine. I want a big share of your heart. So we've got two of the little kids sitting here at the table. And I will say that this one was in a scrapbook at one point in time. And the little round part of the chair on the back has come off of that one, but their eyes move back and forth on this one. Like they're really, maybe that heart is made out of cheese, because that's how I would look at it.
Yeah. This
one does have a signature and some, this is telltale signs that it was in a scrapbook at one point of its life. But these are not Ruthie Newton. Valentines are very collectible, not easy to find. And I'm happy to be able to find them when I can. I know last year when I was visiting Jason, and we were shopping with Bill in Pennsylvania, I did find one. Black Rose?
Yes. Yes, it was.
At Black Rose.
Yeah, it was.
I did find one there. I stood and dug in the Valentines for probably 20 minutes. But I always look for them. Just because, I don't know, I love Ruthie Newton as an illustrator for children's books, but I also really like her cards as well. Hello, Brooke. Good to see you. So Deborah is in at 12. This is for choice, so let's count it down. We're looking for 13 or more on the Ruthie Newton Valentines. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
These were so state of the art when they came out. Like, this was like a big deal.
I love the mechanical Valentines. I love those.
So high tech.
All right, there's the bid end from Karen. Thank you so very much. All right, Miss Deborah, let me know. We'll call this one Heart, and we'll call this one Share, I guess. Heart and Share.
Those kids are hungry. They got their spoons.
They are.
Like, yeah, we're going to get into this.
Are.
Yeah. So good.
What round are we on? Looks like we have a few more yet.
We do. She wants to share. Yep.
All right. Deborah is taking Share, so she wants the hungry kids. You got it, and I will bring that one back at the recap. We'll get Jason started.
$25, Amy. $25. And this is the second time I've ever found there had this planter, and I love it. And if you love babies, I think this is one of the best examples of babies. This would go in with your Cupies. I love this planter for Valentine's Day because Lefton did a little Cupid or cherub using this sculpt, but they changed it a little bit. So this would look great in your Valentine's display. This little guy is in really, really good condition. All of the cold paint is intact on his eyes. He is super clean on the inside, has his original Lefton Japan sticker on the bottom, and he is a large one. So $25 if anybody's interested. He measures 7 inches tall by 4.5 inches wide. And he would be super cute if you propped a little Valentine up there. Look at his little feeties and his little belly button. And then what I love around the back is here he has a little butt crack and he has his little butt dimples. So he's a super cute little guy. He's somewhere between glazed and matte. This is a unique kind of glaze that they did for these planters. It's very reminiscent. This is like from the late 50s, early 60s. A lot of times these can craze and they can stain, but this guy is in really good condition. I don't want to necessarily say that he's bisque, but he's not necessarily glazed. He's somewhere in between the middle. So you can kind of see the glossiness on him, and he was painted to kind of have that flesh tone. There is some crazing. Look at his hairline. Look at the hairline here on the back. Not like a damaged.
Very Cupid-esque.
Yes, like it's his true hairline right there. So again, it's a super cute, kitschy little baby planter starting at just $25. A cute little blue-eyed guy. Again, would look really cute if you wanted to give this as a Valentine's Day gift to somebody. You could definitely put some, fake flowers in it if you want to. He now I don't know. He is kind of eggshell, but he's definitely flesh tone. Look at the wisp of hair here right above his ear, and that is on both sides. Again, when it comes to baby planners, I think this is one of my favorite ones. I think Lefton did such a great job. Look at those eyelashes. He's just got a look of mischief and wonder. Again, I think this would really, really look good in a Valentine's Day display. That's why I brought it. I think it just has the right kind of look. The cold paint on the mouth is superb. As you guys can see, there are no chips or breaks to his little fingers. Look at his little belly and his little chubby feet with his little chubby hands. He's just a cute little guy. And again, he comes in at 7 inches tall. He's a nice big planter. So he's one of those planters where he kind of looks like an oversized figurine. He doesn't necessarily need to be used as a planter, but he is heavily glazed there on the inside, as you can see. Look at how they airbrushed the color on his hair, and he still has his original Lefton Japan sticker on the bottom. And of course, he has his model number 3631. So again, super good condition. Cold paint on the eyes is superb. Even has the original paint there on the mouth. Look at the eyebrows. Amy, what do you think he's thinking? I don't know. What do you think is he thinking?
He looks like he's plotting something.
He does.
No good.
He kind of looks like that baby boss or boss baby, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He kind of resembles. Aaron, thank you for the 25. I see your 25. So we're looking for 26 or more. And again, this is probably from the late 50s or early 60s. Japan Lefton in very good condition. Look how big he is. And look how good he looks with the Valentine's Day stuff behind me. I just think they kind of go hand in hand. And last year, Amy sold the Cupid version of this.
The Relco version, the Valentine one. Yeah.
Yes.
Very similar.
Yes.
But that one, I think the Lefton, it's a little more on the Cupid side.
Yes.
Than the baby side.
Agreed. And this one, yes. And what I love is that he's got a little baby butt with little dimples right there, his little kidney dimples. So let's go ahead and count him down, looking for 26 or more. Aaron's in. You might want to use it just in case, Aaron, in case somebody comes in. You could fill him up with cotton balls, Heather. I do. Yeah, you absolutely could. So let's count it down, 26 or more, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. He's pondering what kind of cheese he wants, Amy.
Cheese. Yeah. That is something to ponder over.
He's like, do I want mozzarella? Do I want provolone? Do I want Gouda? Do I want Longhorn? And there's our bid end. So Aaron Long, congratulations. Coming to you, friend. Enjoy. Thank you so much, Aaron.
Okay. And Gavin, cookie or no cookie? That's an easy question to answer. It's always cookie.
I'll always take a cookie.
Okay. I do have some Nancy and Storybook dolls this evening. I haven't brought any of these ladies for a while. I have 2 to choose from tonight. And the first one also was featured in my video on Sunday. So we'll start with her. She is dressed in pink, and she has this lovely pattern on her dress with pretty trim and a little apron there, and her little original hat is still there. And I was able to identify both of these in my book. This one is number 161, and her name is Jenny Set the Table. She is from the Fairyland collection. So she is a frozen body. So the only thing that moves on her are her little arms. Her arms are jointed, but stationary head, stationary legs. She does have her little pantaloons underneath there. Good paint on the shoes, no chipping. She is the composition. She is marked Nancy Ann Storybook doll here on the back. Safety pin for the back of the dress. Very common. I see that all the time. So she is a little blondie with her curls. I love her face painted on this one. And Miss Debbie, I see you. Thank you so much. So that is choice number 1, 6 inches tall on her. And then choice number 2 is very hard to find. I had never like run across her or seen her before, and she is much later on in the doll series. She is number 312, and her name is Bloomer Girl, and she is from the Operetta series, and she has little lacy pantaloons underneath her dress that match the same little lace here that is lining her dress. And it's kind of a muted red little plaid dress, and then her little felt chapeau with the little applied flower there. That is original to her. She's also a frozen body, just has the movable arms. And again, safety pin on the back side, also 6 inches. So those are the 2 choices tonight. I thought that they could work in Valentine's displays because of their colorways, of course, but they're just cute for every day either. And both of these are a little bit harder to come by than some of the other dollies. Really, really nice condition on all of their features as well. So what time frame on the second one? Kim, most of these series were 40s, late 40s, early 50s. I want to say later on, like they did do some later into the 60s, but they were more designer ones, if that makes sense. I really like Misty and I've been really wanting to do a deep dive on these. We're just trying to find out when we can do that. I really would like to give some more education on these, and Misty certainly would like to as well. So maybe we'll find some time to do that so I can pass on a little bit more knowledge about these, but I'm also still learning about these. Okay, so I see Sandra's in at 18. Thank you so much. So we're looking for 19 or more on choice. Again, Pinky here, not to be confused with Karen Kennedy, but pink dress here. She is 161. Jenny set the table, and the red one is 312 Bloomer Girl. Okay, so let's count them down for choice. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. I know a little bit later into the 60s is when they started doing the plastic body ones versus the composition ones. All right, Debbie, I see her just in case. And there is the bid end from Karen. Thanks so much, Karen. All right, so Debbie over Sandra's 18. For 19, let me know if you want pink or red. We'll just do that the easiest way possible. Or you can take both, Debbie, of course. And Sandra, you have second choice. Well, Debbie's going to take them both. Sisters, thank you so much, Debbie.
All right, Amy. I got shakers. They're going to start at $38. $38 if anybody is interested. Melanie, I hear you. A lean cuisine pizza never fills me up. I got to eat a salad when I do a lean cuisine. They just never fill me up. So I thought these were great to bring, especially they got a fuzzy on them from the flocked crew. Hold on here. Let me get that off the little hoof. So I thought these would be great to put into your Valentine's Day displays. These are some of my favorite shakers. Doggone it now. I got to get that off there. So Karen, thank you. I see you in at 38. These are made by Arnart, and these are the kissing giraffes. Okay.
I love those.
It took me forever to get a set of these in my collection. And then I found a second, and I've held on to these for Valentine's Day. So they are in superb condition. There's absolutely no damage to them. They both have their Arnart stickers still. So if you are a shaker enthusiast and you want the best of the best, you're going to get it with these. So this is the one that I usually call the guy. You can see where they gave him eyelashes. His eyes are closed. He's puckered up. He's getting ready to plant a kiss on her. They have their original corks, as you can see. These are very Usually you find these that they're damaged. There's no damage to these whatsoever. There's extremities with the legs that can get broke or the neck, and they even have their original sticker on right there. So they measure 4.5 inches tall, and each one's about 2.5 inches wide. So this one, she's kind of startled. She's like, oh my God, he's gonna kiss me. So this one I always kind of thought was the more feminine style one or the girl style one. She or they have their original cork on the bottom and the original little Arnart sticker here on the back as well. So now it's really easy to intertwine them. It's going to take you 1 or 2 times. The way I usually do it is how do I do it? So you usually take them like this and then you curl. So if you guys are seeing, usually take him around like that and then they curl in like that. So hopefully, but when you get them, you just take your time. So you take this one here, you curl it in around the neck, and then you just twist them in together, and then you pull them back apart, and then they sit just like that. And they do sit flat on all 4 legs on both little critters, and you don't have to display them like that if you don't want to. So the one that I'm calling the girl, she has the 3 holes. The one that I'm calling the boy has the 2 holes. And again, these are just some super cute, kitschy shakers, and they're definitely going to kitsch up your Valentine's Day, or if you guys collect brides and grooms or anything like that in that display. So let's go ahead and do a countdown. We're in at 42 with Karen G. So we're looking for 43 or more on the Arnart ceramic kissing intertwined shakers. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end, looking for 43 or more. Again, they both have their original foil stickers. They both have their original corks. They're in very, very good condition. And these are a little difficult to find that they're not repaired. No chips, no cracks, barely even any crazing on them. They're just in superb condition. So there's the bid end. Thank you so much, Kim, Desert Gal. Karen G, congratulations. They're coming to you for $42. Oh, gosh, they're so super sweet. Thank you so much.
I have never come across those in the wild.
They're so hard.
Never found that set before. Very cool. Okay. But I bet you that lady that had 14,000 pairs probably had it.
Probably did.
Probably did. Okay. I have some ephemera for my next round. And these are paper dolls that were cut out of magazines, most likely Ladies' Home Journal. These would come in the early 20s. And there's actually 2 here. Okay. And they date to 1923 and 1924. Okay. So the first one, May I Be Your Valentine, says Cousin Anne, a paper doll who walks, by Berta and Elmer Hatter. You can see the cute little illustration up here with the postman and the Valentine in the window and the snow coming down. I love this. I think this, like, you could actually scan it and cut it up, craft with it. Also would be great to frame. And I really like the illustration style on these. So this is the first one, the little Valentine girl. She's just adorable. Look at her little hat with the cherries on it. And then she's holding a little heart. She's got a little bouquet of flowers that you could cut out. This one is from 1924. It is copyrighted on the back side. But you're also going to get the little winter one. They did come together, so I thought I would keep them together. Nancy and Her New Skates by the same illustrator. Little Nancy here. So then we've got the little, they're building a snowman outside the window. And then you put Nancy together with her little outfits. She's got the little dolly there in her purse. She's got her mittens and her ice skates, little bows for her hair. Super cute. And this one dates to 1923. So you're going to get them both. I thought they were just darn cute. Measurement for the pages, they are 10 3/4 by 7.5. So that's the sizing there. So, you know, you could you could probably find a frame that would fit these, or maybe mat it to fit a little bit bigger of a frame, or certainly cut them out and put them together. I think that would be a fun winter project to do there with grandkids or something like that. I thought that would be super cute. And on the back, there's a little comic strip on both one of these, and that's where the copyright is found, is at the very bottom of these pages. So that's why I can tell you what the date range is on these. But I have had other pages from these magazines, early 20s magazines, mostly cutesy things. I've had out of these kind of ladies' home journal style magazines. So I see Christina is in at 14. Thank you so much. Welcome, Angela. Thanks for joining us tonight. So let's count these down. You're going to get them both. It is not for choice. I did find them together, so I thought I would keep them together. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
The colors on those are so good still.
They are nice and vibrant for being from the 20s, for sure. Okay, there's a bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. Christina, these are coming to you. Congratulations. Thank you so very much.
Right, Amy, $18 choice. And I'm sorry, glass folks, I waited a while, but it'll be $18 choice. I have choice on some paperweights that I think would look great this time of the year. Okay, I'm going to call them art glass. I don't know who made them. They are egg shaped. They're very, mid-century looking. They're very unique. Look, they look like there's like a blob in there with some.
Looks like a lava lamp.
It does. You're exactly right, Amy. And I thought this would be great for your. Hello, Nikki Moss. Good to see you, Nikki. I thought this would be great to put in with your Valentine's Days. It's actually cased. You can see where it's white here on the inside. It has a clear polished bottom, which makes me think it is a higher quality style paperweight. It definitely has weight to it. This one measures about 4.5 inches tall. So if you see any haziness, it's just my fingerprint. So it actually has this controlled bubble that goes all the way around that blob in there. So here, if you guys can see, that spiral goes all the way around the red blob in on the inside. There are no chips. There are no cracks. You can see there are little tiny inclusions in there. So I do not believe that this is like a Murano paperweight. I don't necessarily think that this is like an import, but it's just not Murano grade when it comes to paperweight. So $18 is going to be your first choice. Again, I thought that would look neat to mix in with your, I'm trying to get that glare off of it. There we go. Would look nice in your Valentine's Day. It has a very nice red color. Next one, we're just going to call it all clear. It actually looks like ice on the inside.
Oh, cool.
And there's like frit on the inside of that, which I have never had a paperweight.
Yeah, it looks like snow.
And it looks like, look how they got the controlled bubble to come all the way up through. And then it has tons of other little controlled bubbles throughout. So if you guys love art glass or paperweights, especially, stuff like abstract kind of, shapes and things, I think both of these really hinge on the mid-century. Although I don't think they're from the mid-century. This one has a sanded bottom, but it is not a polished bottom. And I don't know what sticker was on it. It was on it when I purchased it, but it's not like a price tag. I left it in case that helps somebody figure out the manufacturer from the size of whatever debris or whatever's still on the bottom. So this one is a little smaller. This one's coming in at 4 inches tall. So if you guys know paperweights, these egg-shaped or teardrop ones are very collectible. I don't find them that often, and I love the fact that it has, look, and when you twist it, it has those controlled bubbles literally just floating in the center there. It actually, what I think is it looks like a droplet of water. So like if a drop of water would drop, it looks like that's how it would splash. And there's actual frit on the inside, which I just think is amazing. It just has a great mid-century look to it. Again, I don't know the manufacturer. I don't think it's like super contemporary, and I do not believe that it's an import. but it sure as heck is not Murano. So I'm not going to sell you something that it isn't. So $18 choice. This one we're going to call clear. And anything you see, these are just my fingerprints. So those are just my fingerprints on there. I'll wipe it off before I ship it. So that one is clear. And then this one, I'm really intrigued by the fact that you can see the white on the inside and it is red. So whatever cane they used going up through there.
So it's case glass then.
Yeah, it's actual cased where there's actually white there on the inside. And this one is a little bit larger, measures 4.5 inches tall. And it actually has the controlled bubble.
How do they do that?
This one blows my mind. Both of these, I don't know how they did it, but I think they're really unique. And if you have someone in your life that you're looking for a Valentine's Day gift for that is a unique person, I think this would be a really nice gift to give them. And I think it'd be a really quality piece of glass to gift them just at $18 on one of these heavy paperweights. Plus, you can see how polished the bottom is. So the bottom is polished, where this one is sanded but not polished. So usually, you guys know with paperweights, you go by the quality about how the base is. But this one is really, really stinking unique with the fact that there's actual frit there on the inside. So they will come back into recap. They're $18. This one is going to be your clear one. You can actually, there's nothing up in the top. That's the way the light's catching it. So I'm trying to see, they do look very sci-fi. I'm just trying to see if anyone knows any information on them. I couldn't find a manufacturer on them. So we'll sit them to the side. It will be choice. They will come back into recap. They were $18 choice. So
those are super cool.
Very different.
I have seen some people at the Renaissance Fair do glass blowing.
Right.
And they don't do paperweights, but they do vases and ornaments kind of thing.
Right.
And it's just fascinating.
It is. Glass blowing is definitely an art.
I would never be able to do that, I don't think. Okay. I do have a book for my next round. I haven't brought one of these in a while. This is an oversized children's book. It is that linen-like texture to the paper meant to mimic fabric. All right, really nice condition on this. It is a Merrill Publishing book here at the corner. And I brought this one specifically tonight, and I'll show it to you when we get there. But really nice and vibrantly colored, really darling illustrations inside of this one. It is from 1948, so keep that in mind as we go through here. Just a little bit of wear to the corners. That is pretty typical for these, but overall nice condition. So let's peek on the inside. So really, really highly detailed, vibrantly colored illustrations, just super cute for these. I love to pick these up, and like this one, I don't think that I've ever had this one before. F is for farmer, G is for goat, K is for kitten, meow meow, of course. She's doing her ironing. Super cute. And look at the little jam shelf with the cherries. Just really detailed on this particular one. And then we've got M is for mouse. Super cute. N is for nest. A little owl there. But I got this one. We haven't quite got there yet. She's feeding the ducks. R is for rubbers. Little rubber boots. S is for squirrel. Look at that fancy outfit. T is for turkey. But I brought this one because V is for Valentine. That particular image right there was why I picked that one out to bring it tonight. And W is for wheelbarrow or William. X is for xylophone. And there's the back. And the back cover is the same as the front. Super nice condition. I love the little cat peeking out of the sea. Measurement for it is 9.5 by 13. And that's about what I can tell you for it. And I guess we will bring it back. They would be really cute on some throw pillows. I agree with that. That would be super cute. Usually these, I don't like to recommend taking them apart if they're in this nice a condition. If they're falling apart or the cover is missing, something like that, then I would recommend, like framing them. I have framed children's book pictures. I got a Ruthie Newton right there. That book was totally falling apart. So, but this one is really nice condition, so I wouldn't recommend ripping that one apart. But we'll bring it back at the recap, and we'll get Jason started over here.
All right, Amy, $8 choice, and these are going to take a certain person. They're very unique. I never saw them before, but they're going to be $8 choice. And I know we have folks here with us that love to collect the brownies, okay?
Oh, that's cool.
I have never seen, these are old wax bags, and I have 3 of them for you to choose from. They've never been used. They depict these little, they say they're crunchy. They're the brownie sticks, and they have these little pixies or little brownies on them. Now, down here in the bottom, it says that it's Beltan Company in Reading, Pennsylvania. That was the company that manufactured them. Look at the chef guy here. So super cute. These would be really great to frame. You could actually open them up and put something in them, but they are vintage. And it says that the copyright on them is 1945. So these are from the 1940s, and they were 10 cents each. So let me show you. Look at the 2 fellas up here holding. They're kind of like early Snap, Crackle, Pop kind of guys. But the colors on it is brown and yellow, and they are old wax bags. I can't imagine a lot of these lasted. I found the 3 of them here together. So I don't know if they were new old stock or what they were. And it says the ingredients, which blows my mind. It says ingredients, bacon, ring, and salt added. I have no idea what a brownie ring is.
So kind of like pork rinds?
I guess it is. I was thinking, yeah, that's what I thought, Amy. I was thinking it was a pork rind. And I love the fact that it's vintage advertising. Again, the reason why I brought choice is that in case if some folks wanted them, you could buy one, cut it up, use it, frame it. Or what I do is I have vintage coffee bags. And what I do is I put like this, you could put like clear plastic in it. And then you could actually, make it here. I'll show you without opening it all the way, but you can see that you could open it up like a bag, and then you could fold the top. Cool. And then the bottom here opens up as well, like a like a paper bag, but these were wax bags. And then you could actually use it as 3-dimensional art in your kitchen, or this is something that you could cut and frame, or I don't know, maybe you could actually use it for another purpose, crafting or whatnot. So the measurements on them, the way they measure closed, they're 10.5 by 5. 10.5 by 5. I tried to do some research online. I couldn't find any examples of these anywhere. And again, you could buy one and maybe sell them for more to cover the one or the ones that you're keeping. So again, it says on here, let's see if we can get up here, that it says it's a process and product covered by a U.S. patent. And then where did I see the date? There it is, 1945, right there. And then look at him. He's painting a sign. He's painting with the 10 cents. This guy, he's done cooking. I guess they're pork rinds. Maybe that's what they are. And they're crunchy brownie sticks. So let's go ahead and do a countdown. Aaron's in at 8. Thank you so much, Aaron. So we're looking for $9 choice on they're from the 40s, 1940s, new old stock advertising bags. So 20. 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. We're looking for 9 or more. And again, they're all the same. And they're these vintage. Oh, I love the feel of these wax bags. Nobody uses these anymore where they're that wax paper. So good. Thank you, Karen, for the bid end. So, Aaron, I'll watch the chat. Let me know how many did you want? Did you just want 1 to frame? Did you want 2 to use, or all 3? Whatever you want, 1, 2, or 3. Thank you, Aaron, and I'll watch the chat. Over to you, Miss Amy.
All right. I do have a little kind of related item for my next round. I always like to look for these usually I keep these to craft with. But this one was a little bit bigger than the size that I like to use for the vintage cherry boxes. I don't find these as often as I used to. This one's in pretty good condition. There's a little bit of wear to the paper, but overall, I think it's pretty good. It definitely is still flat on the bottom, so it displays really well. Chocolate covered cherries in fondant chocolate covered cherries. So there was supposed to be 1 pound in here. Brock's, of course, is still around these days. There's a little bit of wear to the paper here. Overall, pretty good, though. A little bit of bending, but not too terrible. I have seen these much, much worse condition, but overall, pretty good for a paper product. And if you want a little bit more stability and actually want to use this as a riser for something, you can pull the inner box out just a little bit to give it a little bit more surface area to sit on. That's how I always incorporated these into my Valentine displays, just to give them a little bit more height and a little bit more room to display something on. There is the inside of the box. You could totally store your Valentines in here too if you really wanted to. It is a nice box. I don't know why I always associate Valentine's Day with cherries, but chocolate covered cherries, I think, are, you know, a lot of people really enjoy these.
Yep.
They're not my favorite kind of chocolate. They're a little bit too rich for me.
They can be.
I see Aaron is in at 16. Thank you so much. So we're looking for 17 or more. I am going to count it down really quick. I'm going to give a measurement. It is 6.5 by 2.5 and 4 1/4 inches tall. Okay, so let's count it down. We're looking for 17 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end.
It's a very good red on that graphic too to put with
really
your
nice and vibrant. Yeah.
Stack that in with your heart boxes. It'd look really good.
There's the cherry bid end. Thanks so much, Karen. Aaron, it's coming to you. Thank you so much.
All right, Amy, my next item is going to start at $20. I have an antique, and it is actually a print, and I will tell you the name of the print in just in a moment. So it's in a very, very early, unique style frame. This is the first one I've ever had. So you can actually see that the print is pressed in between the wood and glass. It kind of mimics a reversed painting. I will get in close for you. Look at the detail. This is like tin, like the stamped tin, and it's actually pressed into the wood there, as you can see. So that's how it was made. This isn't a craft. This is actually a way that they used to frame things at the turn of the century. Look at the original metal. I always call these your kickstand or your easel part there, and you can see where it is tacked into the back of the wood. So this print here is a pretty famous print from the 19th century. It's called The Soul's Awakening, and the artist is James Saint. I believe it's James Saint. Now, the reason why I brought this is I think this would look good in with your Valentine's Day because she looks like she has a broken heart. Like, I feel like if you added this into your Valentine's Day, and I mean, this would be a depressed turn of it, but maybe she read something in her diary or wrote in her diary and she's sad, you know, or has a broken heart. And I thought it just might go well with your Valentine's Day decor. But what it depicts is apparently that, I believe, is a Bible or a Christian book in her hand. And again, it is called The Soul's Awakening, where I think apparently she became one with her religious beliefs. So this is a very known print. Usually you see it in black and white. This one is in color. And I do believe this whole entire print and piece to be from the early 1900s. Those are my fingerprints on it. If we can get in here, I want you to see, you can see there is little waves in the glass, which makes me believe it is older glass. And those little specks you see, that's actual frit. Not frit, but that's actual like ash and waviness in the glass. So that glass is over 100 and some years old, okay? And there is no damage to any of those little tin details here on the side, and they help hold and support it on the bottom. I measured the whole entire piece from tin to bottom. It's 9 by 7. So it measures 9 by 7. There is a little bit of deterioration here to the top, as you can see. But this piece probably is from right around 1900, I would believe. And this is no makeshift reproduction. This is the real deal. This is the way it would have been made and displayed. So somebody loved this for a long time. So I don't know any other details about the artist. Truth be told, I didn't know the name of it. I had to research it. Thank you, Joe. But I did recognize the piece when I found it. And when I was pulling stuff, I just thought it had a good look for Valentine's Day, even though it is a religious piece. So let's start the countdown. Sandra's in at 25. We're looking for 26 or more. Susan's in at 27. And you guys can research, find out some more about the artist. But it was very popular in the late 1800s, this print right here. So we're in with Susan at 27. So we're looking for 28 or more. Let's go ahead and do the countdown just in case for active bidders. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Sorry about the glare, folks. And I'll clean my fingerprints off of it. But it is in very good condition. And this is well into the realm of antique. And I don't find, and when I do, the pieces are broken off and it's missing the easel or the kickstand, as I call it. So it's just a really good piece. So there's the bid end, Karen G. Thank you so much. Smalls and Susan, your 41s came in after the bid end. Dusty, this is coming to you for $37. Congratulations. And thank you guys for appreciating it, because it's a real old antique. Thank you so much.
It does look like Julia Roberts.
Well, yeah, it kind of does.
It does.
But I still think she has a broken heart, and she read something in the book, and it's a whole thing. So,
Okay, this is our last round, you guys. We will do a recap before we get to our community share. My last round is a book. It's a little poetry book, and I had not seen this book before, but as soon as I opened it up, I had to get it. It is from 1935. It does measure 7.5 by 5 1/4. So wide awake rhymes. Cute illustration on the front cover. It does have a little butterfly and flowers here on the back. But I opened it up. So it's by the Harder Publishing Company, and I had not seen this before. So it's all black and white illustrations in here. But the very first one has little pixies made out of snowflakes.
Oh my God. I get a tattoo of them.
I wish I could get them to focus, because my gosh, they're cute. But it says snowfall. The fairies are flying. The fairies are flying. Just see as they dance. Just look at them prance. The snow is falling. The snow is falling. Just see the flakes dance. Just look at them prance. But little tiny pixies made out of snowflakes. I was like, okay, what else is in here? So there's little Valentine ones. So we've got the Valentine shop. Right next door to where I stop is the cutest little shop with Valentines just everywhere. I always pause a while and stare. There are such big ones on the wall, and on the counter, some quite small. The little ones my penny buys, the bigger ones just call for size. The children gather at the door, and then they run in to buy some more, to have enough for everyone. Oh, Valentines are lots of fun. I think there's a couple more Valentine ones, 2 kinds of Valentines. So there's kind of different little poems in here for kind of each season and holidays, that sort of thing. So there's things about winter. Here's the snowman. And then there's a cute little snowman illustration to go along with it. Well, now that my camera's focusing, now you can see the little snowflake pixies.
Oh, I love them.
How cute are they?
Does that make them technically anthropomorphic? Yes, it
Anthropomorphic snowflakes. Absolutely. Yep. So there's things about birthday, and then we start getting into April. So we've got rainy little things. I just like, there's kind of a poem for every kind of occasion in here. Then we've got like spring flowers. We've got May. We've got apples. We start getting into summertime and fall. There is stuff. I didn't see any illustrations necessarily, but there is stuff about October. There's ghosts, there's Halloween, there's little like fall and the squirrels and little kittens in here. There's Christmas ones. We start getting back into winter. We've got the Sugar World and Winter's Night, chimney elves, star gifts, and then we start getting into like toward the end, it's more like nighttime kind of routine things. And the last one I want to show you is Portals of Dreamland. So that is the last one in here. Dark, lacy cobwebs sprinkled with stars, queerly shaped shadows my window bars, such as my view on cold winter nights as I climb into bed and turn off the lights. Portals of fairyland, gates swinging wide, on a sleepy journey I travel inside. So that's the last one in there. It does have an index for all of the poems in the backside. Really nice condition. I just really liked it. I thought it was different kind of book than I typically pick up, but those snowflake pixies got me.
So good.
All right, Melanie's in at 14, so we're looking for 15 or more, and I'm going to count it down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. I just noticed that the clouds are like animal shaped.
Oh my God, they are. Oh my God, they are.
Okay. All right. Robin, I see you're just in case. Thank you so very much. All right. There is the bid end from Karen. Thank you, Karen. So the high bid was Chrissy Tippywinks at 15, but Robin did have it just in case. So Robin, it's yours for 16. Thank you so much. All right, Jason.
$20, Amy. And I thought if you guys have a sense of humor, this would be fun for your Valentine's Day displays. They used to make these. They were hobbyists. This one is actually produced. And I know because of the way it's glazed. So this is a naughty little ashtray. So this would be fun for you guys to use. You know, you can use it as a pin dish. You can use it, you know, to put your pens on. I think it just makes fun little art just the way it is. So you have the lovely lady of the night in her pink dress, and she's walking next to the funny, he's a short guy too. He's a little short guy, and she goes, oh, so viewer discretion is advised. Here, I guess he gooses her, and he goes, ah. What you don't see is later on she gives him a shiner, so she decks him. But that's on a whole nother ashtray. But these are fun, novel ashtrays. They used to call these peekaboos. These were like peekaboos, but this is probably from the 1960s. So $20 if anybody is interested in this fun, risque, taboo ashtray. It's in really good condition with no chips or cracks. This is like a manufacturing defect here. When I found it, I made sure that someone didn't like glue the part back in, but that's in the manufacturing of it. So again, I thought this would be fun for maybe a haha Valentine's Day. This is something that you could just put on your table as a piece of art. So it measures about 5 3/4 inches long, 5 3/4 inches long that way. Measures about 4 inches wide, and then when it's sitting on your table, and this little hole right here is from the mold, you know, so that it wouldn't explode what was in the mold. And then it does kind of look like Danny DeVito, Melanie. So then it's about 1.25 inches tall. It's funny. Me and the Valentinos were talking. I don't know what we were talking about the one time. We were like, if we had actors depict us, you know, and like mimic the Valentinos, I said I want Danny DeVito to play me. I just think it would be funny to have a short, heavy guy play me because I'm so tall. So $20 if anybody is interested. Again, this is a really fun ashtray. It does have high quality for it being like, you know, Japan ceramics. Again, I think this would be fun for your Valentines. Just a little high. Well, it would be like the movie Twins, Karen. But I think that would be the funny part is having Danny DeVito play me. So, Karen, thank you. I see you in at 20. And again, this takes a certain humor. I think it's really funny. I had one of these in my collection for a long time. So let's go ahead and do the countdown. Karen's in at 20. We're looking for 21 or more, and we'll do it from 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. And again, it's a naughty one, but there's nothing really being shown. And just the fact, and of course the guy's got a receding hairline. Him's a little bald up there, so of course, but it's just a funny haha joke. And I believe that there would have been like a Japan sticker on the side. So Kim, thank you so much. Karen, thank you so much. Congratulations. Thank you.
All right, you guys, it's recap time. So if you were not here at the beginning, maybe you missed something. We are going to bring back a few things that didn't get claimed. So this will be like your last chance at them. So we'll show you the item again, maybe a brief description. We'll tell you the price. So you can type in if you want to claim it with the word that we give you to claim the item. If there's more than one person that is interested in the item, we will do a quick 15-second countdown to break any ties. Of course, if you're an active bidder, you're welcome to then use the just in case and all of that. But try and type in the item plus the price so that we know what you're trying to claim. Jason, I have 3 things. How many do you have?
1, 2, 3. I have 4. So however you want to do it, we'll do it. Do you want to do all?
Yes, let me answer that real quick. Angela, I know you weren't here at the beginning. So we invoice in PayPal. So if you claim something, you can just type in if you want to claim anything into the chat. And then if you win the item, you send us an email with your name, your shipping address, and an email that we can send your PayPal invoice to. If you don't have PayPal, you can still shop. You just let us know that you want to check out as a guest, and we'll send you a link, and then you can check out with any debit or credit card, okay, or PayPal. All right, so that's how it works. All right. Do you want me to just do Dusty? He's the worst patient ever. That's the best way that I can describe it. He's no rest for the wicked. Really. Do you want me to do all 3, Jason?
Go for it, Amy. Go for it.
All right. Okay, so the first thing I had was the Made in Japan large pose doll. Really nice condition. She will come with the little Valentine card. I'll take it out there. She is stockinette with felt little dress and shoes, hand painted face. Really nice condition. She is on the larger size. She, I believe, was around 14. Yes, 14 inches, fully outstretched, but I do have her. She's a little bit shorter because her knees are bent. She will come with the card. So she was $28. So if you want to claim her, you can type in doll 28. Doll 28 for her. She will come with a little Valentine matchy card as well. And then I had, in the choice round, I had the other Ruthie Newton mechanical Valentine, where she draws the little heart on the picture. This was $12. If you want to claim that, you can do Valentine or card 12, whatever is easier for you to type into the chat for the Ruthie Newton mechanical Valentine. And I had I just showed it, the 1948 Merrill Publishing ABC children's book. This was $12. You can type in book 12 if you want to claim that. If you guys are watching on the replay and you want to email us and check if anything is available, you want to claim it, you can do so. Just let us know. And those were my 3 things. And I'll get Jason over here.
All right. I had a couple of my choice rounds that didn't sell, so bear with me, guys. These were $18 choice. I'll hold this up so you can see. They're not flashed. They are true ruby glass. They are, did you get Kim once your Valentine?
Kim, I got it. Thank you.
So these are true ruby glass. These are probably from the 1960s. They are made in Italy. So they're also known as Venetian glass. It is a version of like Empoli, but Empoli is a little thicker. Sometimes plain old Venetian glass can be a little daintier and thinner, kind of depression glass feeling, have you? And usually when it's Venetian, it might have a little imperfection or an air bubble. So these were in super good condition. They both have their Made in Italy sticker on them. There was some sort of a stock number on the bottom. I left it. I thought it gave it character. I can clean it off before I send it. So I have 2 of them available. So there's the one. And here's the second one. I thought these would be great ruby red pieces to put on your mantle for Valentine's Day. They both measure 9 inches tall, and they're $18 each. So if you're interested, just put vase, $18. They do have the applied base. That is in clear, and there is a twist to it. So I think they're really neat. They kind of have a Victorian kind of look. They kind of have a mid-century look, and they look new with your modern-day decor. So a great piece of Venetian glass. So just put vase, 18, 1 or 2 if you're interested. I had my rubber face doll. She is in very good condition. She has a soft rubber face. She does have posable arms. You could move them in if you want. She has some wire armature here in the legs. No damage to her. There's a little extra going on back here with the string. I can snip that or you can. She's $30 if anybody is interested. To find Valentine's Day plush, I think isn't that easy. So she would be doll 30. Doll 30 if you're interested in her. Her heart is made of felt. So she would be doll 30. Bear with me, guys. I got you, Robin, for the doll. Thank you so much. I'm so happy she's getting a home because I think she's really fun. So, Robin, I got you for her. Then I had my 2 paperweights. They're going to be $18 choice. This is the clear one. I know that these aren't Empoli. Sorry, words are tough tonight. They're not Murano. I'm just going to call them art glass. I don't necessarily think that they're new or made in China. But they do have some imperfections in the glass. When I mean that, you can see there's some other little air bubbles outside of the intended control ones, but they are unique and geometric. So that is actual frit on the inside of that controlled bubble. This one was 4 inches tall. This one is 18. So you can put just clear 18 if you're interested in that. And the haze you see, they're my fingerprints. So I'm sorry, I'm trying to not do that. So that one is clear 18. This one, that one just had a polished bottom. I'm sorry, it just had a sanded bottom, so it's not polished. So if that helps you determine who and the age of it, that might help. This one has cased glass. It's really weird because you don't even see the white anywhere, but you can tell that it's cased glass. This one is larger, and this one is 4.5. I think it's very mid-century, and Amy, you hit the home run. It does look like a lava lamp. This one looks exactly like a lava lamp. This one would be red 18 if you're interested. Red 18. And then I had 2 of my advertising new old stock from 1945. They are the brownie sticks, and I think we've determined that they're possibly pork rinds. Bacon rings. Ugh. Okay, pork rinds. But I thought that they're really fun with the pixies on there. They're brownie sticks. They're just really different. They're $8 each. So if you're interested, you can put bag, $8. I have 2 of them left. So you can pick 1 or 2. And they measure just about 10.5 by 5. And they're that wax.
You really missed an opportunity there to actually put like brownies in there.
I know.
I
know. You're right, Amy. I would be more apt to buy the bag of brownies and eat them than to eat a bag of pork rinds. Although I've had a pork rind in once or twice and they're okay. And it's a Belton company, which I no longer exists, and it's in Reading, Pennsylvania. And they have not used abbreviation Pennsylvania like that since about the 40s. And I think they stopped in the early 50s. So these are from 1945. So like Amy said, if there's anything that wasn't claimed and you watch this on the replay, feel free to email her or I, and we will get you invoiced for it. Thank you so much.
Before we move into our community share, just want to give a shout out and big thank you to Karen G and Kim and Ruthie for helping us out here this evening. Thank you ladies all so much. And if you have not already, please make sure and email us your information. I will be doing my invoicing tomorrow. So you'll see an email from me when your invoice is out there. And Jason is doing his on Saturday. Unless you want to pick up from the store, make sure and contact him. That's an option as well. And don't forget, for me, on Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern, I am having a Valentine themed live sale over on Virtual Antique Marketplace. I do have quite a few goodies preloaded over there for pre-bids if you want to go check that out. I'm going to be adding some more handmade things will be going up there as well. So 3 p.m. Eastern over on Virtual Antique Marketplace. You can find that link down in the description of the video. And make sure that you're subscribed to Jason here on Mother Tucker's Antiques channel. Make sure you're subscribed. I know Jason's been working hard putting videos out over there. And subscribe to me as well if you're not. I certainly would appreciate that. You can look for new videos from me every Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern. Thank you guys so much. Now we are moving into our community share portion, and KB is our share this evening, and I will pop the email up there again real quick. If you guys want to email us any photos that you want us to share and be part of our show, we would love to share them. You can email with a brief description to go along with the photos, what we're looking at, to ShareMyFindsLive@gmail.com. Anything that you want to send us, we certainly would appreciate it. So what KB has sent in, and I really like this one. And I'm sure that many of you in the chat will probably recognize this and feel a little nostalgic, I think. So here's the first photo.
Oh,
And KB said that she played with this Mouseketeer doll 60 years ago in a church nursery. She bought the doll from Jason a few months ago on a live sale.
Yep.
And it brought back so many great memories for her. And then the next photo, she said she found her brother.
Oh my God.
Look at that.
Oh my God.
Apparently she found him without pants because she made him new pants. So that's always good.
All right.
Got pants in. And she also found a Mickey Mouse friend for them both. I think that is such a cute collection. The other thing that she sent in was that the Mouseketeers, the Mouseketeer doll advertisement piece here was for the 1956 Toy Fair in New York. And she had an original retail price of $2.98. And the Mickey Mouse Club was on from 1955 to 1959 in the afternoons, part of the time after American Bandstand. Yeah. And I added this in here because I thought it was fun and it kind of went along with KB's pictures, was the cast of from 1956, the Mouseketeers from 1956. I thought that was super fun. Super fun.
MICKEY.
I love this advertisement.
I do too.
I think that's perfect. I would just frame that right up. I love it. So the dolls are 12 inches. 12 inches tall.
Amy, I was so excited when I found that doll because I never find her with the dress. The dress is always missing. And I was so excited when I found that.
And she looks in good shape too.
Yes, she was.
The paint is in really good shape. And I'm so glad that they got reunited together.
It's good.
So
it's good, KB.
I love it. Thank you so much, Karen, for sending those in. We love to see those. We love to see anything that you guys want to send us.
We do.
And I love to see the first full circle moment when you guys purchase stuff from us or other live sales, and then you incorporate it in your home and what you do with the vintage after you get it. We both love to really see that.
Agreed.
And I thank you guys for sharing for almost 3 years now, sharing stuff here on Fantastic Finds. So thank you guys so much. All right, you guys, we've went a little bit later tonight than we typically do. So thank you guys all for hanging out with us tonight. We certainly appreciate you guys being here, being part of our vintage community, and supporting Jason and I. We thank you guys so much. And look for us next Thursday. We will be back for Fantastic Finds again, right here at 8 p.m. Eastern. Thank you guys so much. Have an amazing rest of your week and a lovely weekend. And we'll see you guys next week.
Bye,
everybody.
Thank you, guys.
Bye.